Live from the San Diego Sports 760 studios with John and Jim.
All right, San Diego and Southern California, what's going on? This is hour one of John and Jim on this Friday afternoon, and we're with you, of course, until 6. Good guests will join us here today. Greg Camarillo, who joins us each and every week to talk some NFL. He will join us, the former NFL receiver. He'll join us at 4:30. We'll talk Aztec football ahead of senior night with Andre Hagverdian, who covers the Aztecs for the East Village Times. I told Jim, I'm like, I know where we're gonna start today. And he's like, let me guess, Troy. So 2 nights ago, did you even see how this played out yesterday? He has no idea. Isn't that funny?
Oh, dude.
So 2 nights ago, San Diego State hosts Troy, and they lose this epic game, right? In double overtime. We're all like, oh my gosh, can they overcome it? What does it mean? And they're all fair questions. And then yesterday, I think we mentioned on the way out of the show, I'm like, SC is a 20-point favorite tonight.
Yeah.
At home against Troy. This is the 4th game of the year for Troy. 4 games in 7 days in California. It's their 6th road game. They've had no home games. They're just barnstorming the country.
14-day trip.
Nowhere near over.
Wreaking havoc everywhere they go.
They're going to Fort Myers for a week on the heels of this. So last night, it was Trojans versus Trojans. Trojans against USC Trojans. They go to SC. And it was almost the opposite of what happened with San Diego State. Well, they ended up losing in heartbreaking fashion in triple overtime on a shot at the buzzer, the most ridiculous shot you're going to see.
They had that game won.
Double clutch 3. Yeah, they had the game won. They had a rebound with 10 seconds left. And then for whatever reason, panicked, threw the ball into the front court. It was stolen away. And then USC hits a 3 at the buzzer to steal a game from Troy. I guess the question is, does it change your opinion on what happened to the Aztecs 2 days ago when you see Troy now they didn't nearly beat USC in 3 overtimes last night in LA?
I think the part of the game last night, because I turned it on about 6 or 7 minutes left in the game. The most surprising part of that game last night wasn't the triple overtime.
Okay.
It's Chad Baker Mazzara is still in college basketball and he's on USC. He's like 38 years old.
Yes, if you haven't followed the story, it is. He even said post-game, I'm like, so then they bring him over. They're like, Chad, hey, great game. He's like, first of all, I thought he was going to do the shout out to I thought he was going to thank the Lord. And he was like, first of all, I need to congratulate Troy. They're a bunch of dogs. They went to San Diego State. I played there and they won down there. So I knew it would be tough.
He played there 8 years ago.
I know. I think he's 27.
Is he 27?
Let me look.
I think he's 4 or 5.
No way he's 24. There's no world.
25. He's 25. I'll say 25.
Did you look it up?
I think 24 or 25.
Well, he was born in the year 1990. I was kidding. 2000. He was born in January of 2000. He's 25.
Yeah. There's no way.
He was here as a 21-year-old freshman.
There's no way they would have a 27. How does he keep playing? What rules is he?
And by the way, this wasn't his first stop. Do you remember that? He played at Duquesne in Pittsburgh.
And then he went to He came here.
Then he went to a junior college.
And then he went to where?
Auburn.
Auburn, that's right, yeah.
Where he got ejected from an NCAA tournament game.
Yes, that was
good. Then was in a Final Four, last year with Auburn?
Yeah.
And then ended up it's like his 7th year of eligibility. So wait, so your takeaway is Chad Baker Mazzara is still in college basketball? Basically, yeah.
That I was trying to be funny there, but really the big takeaway is, maybe the loss wasn't that bad.
I mean, I honestly, again, people see things so black and white.
Didn't Troy jump 30 spots in KenPom?
They've jumped since the start of the year, they've jumped 50. I mean, they've played 6 road games and they've won some good games. It wasn't just San Diego State that's a good win. They've got a couple of good mid-major wins. Again, it doesn't take away from the fact that San Diego State has to quote unquote overcome what happened Tuesday night. I was just at a media availability with San Diego State basketball, and they were specifically asked, do you feel any better because of what you saw yesterday with USC struggling so mightily against that same team? And they're like, no, we don't really feel better about it. We knew they were a good team and they're still a good team. Just people, the way college basketball is if you're not a name brand and you're coming from a small league, nobody's going to give you any credit. Nobody's going to say Troy is a really good team because nobody knows who Troy is. So I do think Troy's a good team. Nobody necessarily wants to hear that, but They needed to win the game. Even if Troy's a good team, they needed to win at Viejas Arena. And I wish what happened to USC happened to San Diego State, that they stole a game. I mean, USC completely stole the game.
I wished that Troy won last night.
Yeah, that probably doesn't matter. Because metrically, it's the same thing. That is in San Diego State moved up 5 spots yesterday because of Troy.
Oh.
And USC went down 8. You know what I mean? So it's based on
where's
possessions.
So just give it to me because I know you have it.
Yeah.
Where was San Diego State before Troy? Where were they at after Troy? And where are they now after Troy last night?
Essentially, they went from 30th to 40th, and now they're 37th.
Okay.
And USC went from 19th to 27th in their win.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Troy's 110th.
And they were like 150th.
Yeah, at one point. So, again, it's like it has to be overcome. The point still remains that what they have coming up Monday night, you mentioned in your update, against Michigan and then Oregon and
wait, you listen to my update?
I heard it a little.
You heard San Diego State, Michigan. You're like,
I'm like,
what?
He's mentioning I thought he'd be
ears
talking about
perked up.
like Warriors or something. Warriors Heat lost from 2 nights ago. The point remains, like, you're going to have to play well. Brian Dutcher talked about it today with the media. He's like, we want to play well every single time we play. And if we can play well this week in Vegas, it'll help us. If not, we'll have to play well in the regular season in the Mountain West. And if not, we'll have to play well in the Mountain West tournament. So hopefully they play well against Michigan on Monday. I really think they'll be motivated by what happened the other day, but proof is in the pudding. Like, we're going to have to see that come Monday night.
Yes, we will. And I'm sure that the practices leading up to Monday night have been not a fun one for the players.
Right.
Because they just very uncharacteristic of themselves against Troy, especially on the defensive end. And the turnovers, I don't know how you could practice not turning the ball over. You just got to be more locked in. You got to be careful with the basketball, like just drilling that mindset in these guys' heads for Monday night. But you can absolutely practice your defensive, schemes and obviously, be better at that. Hopefully on Monday night.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just in watching this game last night. I mean, I had Kristen on the edge of her seat. I'm like, you have to watch this. It was like once it got to the overtime, she's like, "Wait, this is the team that just played the Aztecs." I'm like, "Yeah,
dude."
And like, I mean, it was. She actually screamed when SC made the shot at the buzzer. Because she I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, Erin was on the couch. She was like dead tired.
Yeah,
and I'm watching the game.
She's like, "What are you doing?"
I'm like, my palms were sweaty. I was like, "What is happening right now?"
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It was insane. I didn't really expect that. Truthfully, I didn't know that Troy was going to give SC all they could handle, but that's exactly what played out. All right. In addition, we'll talk senior night with Andre Hagverdian, San Diego State. Again, there's that outside hope. I know Jim doesn't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. There's the outside hope that, you can win a Mountain West title. There's a big game in the Mountain West tonight, by the way, between UNLV and Hawaii. Are you going to watch that? UNLV and Hawaii tonight in football? From Vegas? You could go. The second the show ends, I think the game starts at 7:30. What's an hour flight?
Do you want to go?
I'm going to Vegas.
I know you are.
I'm not going tonight, but I'll be watching UNLV. And so you're not yet at the point where you want to get ahead of yourself and talk about San Diego State, Mountain West title implications, what it could mean for the CFP. I agree with that sentiment.
The only thing I'm focused on for the Aztecs football season for the rest of the year is, can they host a Mountain West Conference title game?
Right.
Everything else, I'm just like,
okay,
whatever. Okay. It's not even in my mind. Like, I'm not even.
Right, there's no part of your mind.
There's no part of my brain that is thinking about what are the possibilities if this happens, that San Diego State could sneak their way into the college football playoff. Like, I'm not. No.
What would your reaction be if it did play out that way? This, and this played out, like you just said.
It would be wild. You're like, wait, you're going to Georgia?
Wait, you're playing Alabama?
Huh?
Yeah, I don't even know. You're playing Indiana or Ohio State? I don't even know what it looks like.
And then, of course, when they go, like, hypothetical world, right?
Okay.
They, out of nowhere, because James Madison and
other teams lose.
Lose, right? They're in the CFP because they win their conference and everything. They win 3 straight.
Right.
They would play Alabama at Alabama. They would lose like by 40 points. And you know what the reaction from the fan base here would be.
Like what? Like, what did What a joke.
What an embarrassment.
Well,
fire Sean Lewis.
Honestly, you just brought up an interesting point, though, because, again, it's not even worth going down. But that, to me, is a little bit of the issue with college football in the playoff. It's like this belief that you shouldn't even have group of 5 teams on the field with Power 5 teams because they're just going to lose by 40, right? That's like the adage is they're just going to lose by 40 points. But there's been all these college football playoff games over the years where, like, Clemson loses by 30. Or Ohio State will, there's been all these ridiculous results. There was an Ohio State-Tennessee game last year where Tennessee lost by 40 points. It's funny to me. It's always been funny to me that people welcome Cinderella in college basketball. They adore it. They love it. St. Peter's on the same floor as Kentucky can beat Kentucky. We've seen it time and time again. Yeah. But in football, not only do we not like Cinderella, we want to prevent Cinderella from even showing up. Like we don't even want Cinderella to exist for whatever reason in football, but we wrap our arms around it in basketball. And I honestly don't understand that. I've never really understood that. I get it. Is it harder to win in football than it is in basketball? As an upset-minded team? Yeah, probably. But are you telling me, like, in the history of, like, Boise State's best teams, could they never beat a good Power 5 team? They have beaten good Power 5 teams.
Yeah.
So, yeah, again, one team will be in. Again, are the odds suggesting that San Diego State is heading to the college football playoff? They're not. But could San Diego State still win a Mountain West championship? Yeah, you better believe they could. And they've got a big one coming up on Saturday night against San Jose State, 7:30. You can hear it right here on San Diego Sports 760. We will switch gears to the Padres with the hot stove well underway, just weeks away from the winter meetings. What are the needs? What is the latest? We'll get to that on the other side. Again, Andre Hekverdian with the latest on the Aztecs football team. He will join us at 3:30. And Greg Camarillo on This Weekend in the NFL. Greg will join us coming up at 4:30 p.m. We are just underway here until 6 p.m. Don't go anywhere. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760 and live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, San Diego Sports 760 celebrating the season with the iHeartRadio holiday special. We've talked about this a lot this week. One night to get into the holiday spirit, exclusive performances by the Goo Goo Dolls, Gwen Stefani, and more. Listen to the show Wednesday, November 26th at 4 on Holiday Seasons Radio on our free iHeartRadio app. That old day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big day, isn't it?
It's a big day for a lot of reasons. So let me ask you this.
Sure.
We talked about this yesterday.
Sure.
Are you losing sleep over next week? Because I would
Thanksgiving?
be. Not Thanksgiving. Your week in general.
Yeah, I'm losing sleep over it.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do? So, right, I'm calling basketball games Monday, Tuesday, and either Wednesday or Thursday in Las Vegas.
And you won't know until like late Tuesday night.
I don't even have a hotel room for Wednesday night.
What?
Because I'm like, roll the dice. I mean, I'll get one. It's Vegas Thanksgiving. There'll be a million hotel rooms. Who's spending
Really?
Thursday? And who goes to Las Vegas for Thanksgiving Day?
True. Good point.
Like, I feel like you could go there before or after.
Only the degenerates go to Thanksgiving to Las Vegas on Thanksgiving.
So, okay. So now the Aztecs either play Wednesday afternoon or evening or Thursday. It would be Thursday afternoon if they played. Then I got to call an Aztec football game Friday, 12:30 Pacific, 1:30 Mountain, local time in Albuquerque.
Okay.
So right now, I have a last flight out Wednesday night from Vegas to San Diego.
You have
but
a flight.
I have the flight booked. I don't feel great about it because I've seen the game time possibilities for the Aztecs on Wednesday, and I'd be pushing it.
Now, do you have protection?
What are you asking me?
No, John. Do you have like flight protection where if you have to cancel?
I'm not into that. The thing, I'd rather just roll the dice.
You're rolling the dice.
Here's my theory with Southwest. If I can't make the flight, won't they give me flight credit or something?
No, they'll say, too bad, you missed your flight.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell them, like, here's the deal. I work for like a basketball team and
they don't care, John.
They don't care about what I'm doing?
No.
They should.
You didn't get like 24-hour cancellation protection?
No. It was like another $8.
Are you an idiot?
Yeah, I mean, is it the smartest thing I've ever done? No, especially since I'm not even like paying for the travel, right?
How did you not get cancellation protection? So again, I don't know. Like if it was a 24-hour cancellation period,
would I even know?
It wouldn't even matter because you would know less than 24 hours out.
Potentially.
But even then,
the whole thing, man, the whole thing's not great.
I hope the company's okay with like, if you have to cancel his flight, that's just like an expense that just you can't pay for.
No. Well, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
That's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Even I'm looking at flights right now. Again, in an ideal world, I leave Las Vegas Wednesday night after the last Aztec game. I come to San Diego Wednesday night. Thursday on Thanksgiving Day, I take the football charter from San Diego to Albuquerque.
So, okay. They're playing Wednesday. If they lose one of the two games, Monday or Tuesday?
No, if they lose both games, then there's the possibility they're playing Thursday.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying?
So there's a big goal for them to win at least one of those first two games, right?
Yeah, I mean, just as a basketball team in general, I don't think they're going to put in the locker room, win it for John.
No. I mean, like win it so we don't have to play on Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're rooting hard.
I thought you were like,
win.
hey, John Schaefer's got a tough travel week. Let's make sure to put him in a good position. Let's take care of business tonight against the Wolverines, boys.
You think the Miles Bird's gonna be the free throw line? I gotta make this free throw for John.
He's gonna like, you know how sometimes like players like point up at like the sky or like he's like point over.
That was for you, buddy.
For you. I'm gonna shoot with my eyes closed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
For John. So I'm a little nervous about the week because I don't know what I'm doing.
Because you have to have everything go perfectly.
Yeah, and then Kristen's like, "Oh, you're going to be around for Thanksgiving, right?" I'm like, "Around where?"
I'll be like driving.
Yeah, I'm like, she's like, "Oh, you're not going to be here for Thanksgiving." I'm like, "Well, it's not by choice. I'm not like going to like the club."
Going to the club.
I'm just calling games. I mean, these last couple of weeks with the Hawaii trip coming back for basketball, Vegas trip going to Albuquerque.
I honestly, if I were you,
Okay, listening.
I would have like a plan BC ready.
That's
BCD.
and that's the issue right now because I don't.
How do you not?
I got to look at the break. Because I'm already a kayak.
Okay.
Kind of looking at some options.
And there's no world where you're going to drive, right?
There's a world.
I mean, like,
that world exists.
Okay.
Right?
But have you even thought about it yet?
Have you seen me drive?
Yeah, you're the worst driver
I go
ever.
50.
Yeah, you're watching YouTube while you drive. I don't get it.
I don't watch YouTube while I drive. I listen.
I've seen you drive, and you are literally down like this. Like, you're worse than I am.
Because I'm watching I was watching like a Middle Tennessee State Michigan game.
Exactly. So you are worse than I am driving.
I wouldn't do
With
it
my
unless
phone.
there was a sporting event I was watching.
Yeah, and also I've seen you get a ticket before too.
Did you?
Yeah. Remember when you got a ticket when you ran that red light like an idiot and you hit a curb?
Well, that wasn't my fault. I didn't know a camera was watching me.
John, there's a sign there that says no turn on red. And you turned on red and you didn't stop and you ran over a curb.
I could have killed someone. What was I doing?
You were going so fast.
I had no idea what I was doing. I was probably watching some
You're
random
on your
game
phone.
on
I know what you happened. You were on your phone.
No, I know.
And you're like, I'm good. And then you turn right, you hit the curb, and you're like, I stopped. And then I watched the video back. Me and Brent both watched the video back.
That was bad.
And it was like the worst run through I've ever, like 100% you deserve the ticket.
It was like $500.
Yeah, dude. No.
And I wrote them back. I'm like, why is this $500? And they're like, because you ran through a red light and hit the curb.
Like, watch the video.
Okay. The video was like 4K. They're like, I was trying to be like, it's not me. And they like had my license plate perfectly.
Oh, yeah,
and they had like a picture
you.
of me and like my hat.
They caught you red-handed.
I have a question for you on the other side about my travel.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you that on the other side. In addition, Padres hot stove well underway. Are we expecting anything between now and the winter meetings? Coming up at 3:30, we'll catch up with Andre Hagverdian. We'll talk some Aztec football with him. They've got San Jose State tomorrow night at Snapdragon Stadium, and then Greg Camarillo, he's going to join us coming up at 4:30. We'll talk about this weekend in the NFL. We pegged that one, Jim, didn't we, last night? Bills Texans. We called that. It was easy. Bills run away with that thing.
Yeah, they did.
They ran.
All of the 0 seconds I watched that game.
When they struck first, I'll tell you that.
They
left that game 6-0 before losing. All right. On the other side, much more here until 6 p.m. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app.
All right, this update's brought to you by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. San Diego State takes on San Jose State tomorrow night at Snapdragon Stadium. 7:30 kickoff time. 5:30 is when our pregame coverage starts right here on San Diego Sports 760. Monday night in Vegas, San Diego State against Michigan. Michigan's the 7th-ranked team in the country. 7:30 tip-off time for the Players Era Festival. You can listen to that game right here on San Diego Sports 760. And then on our sister station on Jammin' 95.7, SDFC takes on Minnesota in the MLS Cup semifinal match. Winner moves on to the conference finals. Need HVAC this month. Get 0% for 18 months on a new system. Schedule your free proposal at AndersonPHA.com. Anderson, fast, reliable, wow.
All right, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. Let's get into the hot stove in 1 minute, but I do have a question for you. And you said, ask me on air.
Okay. What do you got?
So my question for you is, and this is for Brent as well, and this is for our listeners, 70470, start it with team, or call us 877-767-4760. Would you be so bold as to try to fly from Las Vegas to Albuquerque the morning of a game at 7:25 in the morning?
Is that the first flight out?
I would assume it's the first flight from Las Vegas to Albuquerque.
Because I would say if it's the first flight out, not a bad idea.
Is it a good idea, though? Because all of a sudden at 7:25 in the morning, you're on the tarmac, and the dude's like, like we're about to take off. He's like, oh, we have a mechanical issue where our pressurized tires are like at 42 PSI and they need to be like 44. I don't know. And then he like goes back to the gate and they're like, get off the plane. And then they're like, we're going to get another plane from Cleveland.
It's, I think, much safer to not get delayed the earlier the flight is in the day. If the flight, like hypothetically speaking, if the game was at like 5 p.m.,
right, I tried leaving at noon or something.
yeah, then I would be like, I don't know about that one.
Mm-hmm.
But 7:30 a.m. flight, as long as it's the first flight out.
But again, there's certain things we don't control, like the weather in Las Vegas, the weather in Albuquerque.
Well, have you looked at the weather in Las Vegas?
I havened looked at that yet.
What airline is this, by the way? It better not be Frontier.
I was looking at, no, rather walk. Did I say that out loud? It's Southwest.
Okay, you should be fine.
All right, that's an option.
I mean,
that's an option.
Emphasis on the should be.
That's the key. I know. I don't know, man.
Everything should be okay.
Everything should be okay. Famous last words. All right. So I saw that you titled today's video on YouTube about the Padres offseason priorities. So I know you have a lot that you've put together here, where you spent last night kind of sorting through this roster and looking at the gaping holes and the areas of need for the Padres. I mean, it is, almost Thanksgiving, which means we're within about 3 weeks of the winter meetings. The Padres have been very quiet, like most teams, by the way, to be fair, in Major League Baseball so far. So if you were ranking the Padres' priorities with the offseason well underway and with the winter meetings approaching, give me 3 priorities and rank those from 1 to 3.
Number 1, pitching, starting pitching in particular.
Okay.
Number 2, first base.
Yep.
Number 3, I'll say DH/bench.
Okay. Yeah, I would.
Do you have a different list?
No, I wouldn't say, because to your point, I wouldn't say bullpen as of right now, because I'm assuming Mason Miller and Adrian Morejon are in my bullpen right now.
AJ Preller, his MO as a GM, and I don't think it's talked about enough.
Yeah.
Is his ability to make really good bullpens.
Yes.
And find closers and get really good back end bullpen pieces. That's probably his biggest strength when constructing a roster.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm with you. And he already, as we see it right now on paper, has constructed a good bullpen. Now it can change because Mason Miller, Adrian Morejon, maybe somebody has moved. Not moved, but moved to the rotation.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, you do have the Jason Adam injury, but it sounds at least encouraging that he could be back sooner rather than later. I think my first 2 priorities are starting pitching. Like, I'm doubling down on my rotation in terms of how I want to address it. Is it internal? Is it external? Is it via trade? I think you need to make 2 real moves involving your rotation at least. I think you have to make two. I mean, we're talking about serious pieces on the way out. When you talk about Dylan Cease and Michael King, no matter how they pitched this past year, you're not one starting pitching piece away from being one of the best teams in the National League. You're multiple starting pitching pieces away, in my opinion. So I'm doubling down on starting pitching. And then from there, if I was just like wing and prayer it, I need power. Like, I don't care where the power comes from. DH, first base, middle infield, catcher. It's not going to be you know what I mean? Just bench. I need them to somehow add to it. And I do think it has to be external. I can't just say, trust me, Tatis hit 42 home runs in 2021. He's doing it again. So please go add, even if you overpay a little bit, someone that is capable of hitting 3-run home runs, which is something they just did not display a lot of last year.
I do think to the power issue with this team that they had last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're going to look at this upcoming season exactly how you don't want them to look at this upcoming season.
Okay.
Which is what you just said. Tatis, Manny.
They can do it.
Merrill. We have the pieces. Xander.
Yeah.
We have the pieces. Ramon Laureano for a full season.
Yeah.
Right?
These guys have done it.
Jake. Right? Crone Zone.
10 home runs.
So I think what they're going to do is look at what they have and say, it has to be better. And I hate that strategy because I don't trust the players to just be better because so many things can happen. Injuries, down years, which we've seen, the continued, I guess, averageness of Fernando Tatis Jr. at the plate. Manny's getting older. Xander's always hurt. He'll never give you what you're looking for from him. So if your strategy, if you're the Padres, is you just hope that the guys you have stay healthy and the power returns for some of them, good luck.
Yeah, I don't really like the strategy, specifically with some of the names you just mentioned. The names being Bogarts, Cronenworth, even Machado, because I don't think Machado is ever going to be a guy that you're going to say, hey, if I could just squeeze another 20% of power, like, hey, maybe this is the year he hits 39. No. Manny Machado is never going to give you more power than what he's given you, right? He's going to.
It's like 26 to 30 bombs.
And he'll be on pace at one point, I don't know when, for much less than that. Like, there'll be a moment where you look up and you're like, oh, he's hit
homers.
He's hit 11 and it's July 9th, but then he'll hit some.
It's like August 15th and he's at like 14 home runs.
Right. So I'm not counting on him to be the guy. I'm not counting on Bogarts to be the guy. I'm not counting on Cronenworth to be the guy. I can't count on Ramon Laureano to be my power guy.
Well, you're counting on Merrill and Tatis.
And even Merrill. I mean, but if you had to bet your house.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of a weird bet. But like,
I don't own it, so it's fine.
What did Merrill hit in 2024, his first year home runs?
Home runs?
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I'm going to say 24.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But I was going to say, if you had to bet your house that he would hit more than that, would you do it?
Probably not.
It's a hard bet, right?
You have to see it. Now, what I will say, though, is at the beginning of the year, we had conversations about, hey, is this guy a 30 home run dude?
We did have that conversation
because
he got off to a great start.
Because he got off to a fantastic start.
Mm-hmm.
So who says he can't get off to a fantastic start again, but then actually stay healthy? And then we'll see what he does, right?
We have a shocking Padres development, not in a way that it's like going to impact anyone's life, but they made a series of moves today.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, did this just come down?
Yeah, within the last 3 minutes, which includes a 1-year contract to catcher Luis Campusano.
Shocking.
So, yeah, that's the shock. I mean, that honestly is shocking to me. So they had to make a decision on Campusano, right? Because they had to put him on the 40-man roster or not. They could have left him unprotected. They've agreed to a 1-year contract with Luis Campusano, presumably to be their backup catcher next year. Again, there's some movement here with arbitration eligible players as well. I don't think it's as impactful, but Luis Campusano has been given a 1-year deal. I mean, obviously for like whatever the minimum is.
So the moves they made today, because today was about the non-tenders.
Yeah. And arbitration eligible.
Yeah. They non-tendered Omar Cruz and Sean Reynolds. They agreed to a 1-year contract with Luis Campusano. Additionally, they have tendered contracts to each of their 6 remaining arbitration eligible players Jason Adam, Mason Miller, Adrian Morejon, JP Sears, Freddie Fermin, and Gavin Sheets. All 34 players on their 40-man roster have either been signed or tendered contracts for 2026.
Right. And what that means for the Adam, Miller, Morejon, Sears, Fermin, Sheets crew is that eventually they're going to come to terms, right? This is the arbitration process. So they've been tendered contracts. Now the players could ask for more and then it could go to an arbiter. But these players are all under contract. Jason Adam, Mason, you know what I mean? They're all going to be back. You just don't know exactly what they're going to make. But Luis Campusano, would you agree that would it be fair to assume Luis Campusano is a major league backup catching option for the Padres in 2026? That's what it seems like, right?
I mean, at some point, right? It's either you trade him or you can't keep the Barry Bonds of AAA just in AAA.
Or can you? I don't think they just offered him a major league deal to sit him in AAA all year.
I mean, I think it's been interesting that the last two managers have kind of despised Luis Campusano.
Well, that's an interesting point you just made because him and Stammen are going to at least have a decent relationship. I mean,
did Stammen ever throw to Campy?
Had to. Campy has spent a decent amount of time in the major leagues. Not a lot, but he's definitely spent a decent amount of time in the major leagues. I bet he's a fairly longtime teammate of Craig Stammen. When you say half season here, half season there, he's probably got a couple of years of Stammen in there, or portions of seasons with Craig Stammen.
I mean,
is my guess.
He caught a lot in what 20? Where was it?
Like 2 or something.
24. So 2024 appeared in 91 games. I don't know how many games
but Stammen was gone by then, right?
Yeah, 2023.
He caught 49 games.
He appeared in 49 games, 2022, 16, 2021, 11.
So they were definitely, teammates over parts of a number of years.
That amazing game in 2020 where he hit that home run in Oakland and then broke his wrist and then didn't appear again.
I remember that.
It was like
fans.
Yeah, it was like one game.
Yeah.
Hits a home run in Oakland. It was like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
And then he broke his hand and he missed the rest of the season.
All right, let's talk more about these moves on the other side, including what it means for Luis Campusano and the San Diego Padres. Here until 6 p.m., Andre Heckverdian on the Aztecs at 3:30. Greg Camarillo on This Weekend in the NFL at 4:30. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760 live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. We considered going commercial free as the Padres have offered a 1-year contract to Luis Campusano. He's accepted.
Commercial free.
I mean, what do you even say? I will say this because it's like it's the longest running conversation here. I mean, Campy goes back so long in this organization. I mean, I think it is fair to say, like, is he going to have a role? We've said that for so many years. We've said it for so many years. You've never seen a season like the season he just put together
in AAA,
right? His AAA season was like,
bro, build a statue.
The greatest AAA season ever.
Every day he's hitting a home run.
My theory was, listen, it's not going to work in the organization. Just let him go succeed somewhere else. Can't you just send him to the Reds? Just let him have an opportunity elsewhere. But
you like guaranteed he would like not be in this organization.
That day will come. I will still guarantee it. He's not going to finish his career here.
All right, this is what Luis Campusano did last year in the minors. All right. Specifically, yeah, AAA.
Yep.
Dude.
Right?
105 games in AAA. 475 plate appearances. He hit 336 with a 1,036 OPS, 25 doubles, a triple, 25 homers, 95 RBIs, 72 walks to only 82 strikeouts.
How does that compare to what he did in the major leagues last year? Was it similar?
0 for 27 with 6 walks and 11 strikeouts.
He did finish 0 for the season. I didn't even realize that.
He didn't have a single hit.
So he was better in AAA.
Yes, John.
So the question now is, can he make the leap? And let me answer that for everyone. No.
His minor league numbers. Okay. In 504 games played in the minors, he's hit 79 homers, 112 doubles. He's a 308 career hitter with an 882 OPS in the minors.
What's he done in the majors?
In 178 games in the majors, 21 doubles, 17 homers, 77 RBIs, 240 average with a 666 OPS.
You know what you just said?
He is a quad A player.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like sometimes you can't escape that. And the only way to escape it, in my opinion, is you end up with a new organization. Yeah. That's how I see it. I mean, I'd love to be wrong. You know, could he be an effective backup catcher? Let me answer that. No, they don't even trust him to catch.
Right.
I mean, they would prefer to have him as like a DH, as a bat, than to catch. So you give him a 1-year deal because what are you asking him to do?
He's only 26 years old.
How many times have we said sometimes catchers don't pop until?
But hey, Ethan Salas will be ready.
Well, does this say anything about Ethan Salas?
Maybe he'll have the opposite of Campy, where he sucks in the minors and he's great in the majors.
Maybe, but it also, we already knew this. I think everyone realizes this, that has followed the story. I mean, Salas obviously is years away because you still need, to backfill.
You know my hot take on this Friday? Want a hot take?
Sure.
Ethan Salas will never contribute for the Padres.
Wait, what? This is the hot take you wanted to break out on November 20th? First?
You heard it here first, everybody.
Ethan Salas will never. Can I tweet that out and say, do you agree?
I mean, it'd be the most random tweet ever on a Friday. Like, why is John asking about Ethan Salas?
I could do a YouTube poll.
I'll simplify it. Ethan Salas,
pretty simple.
With just specifically, actually, you know what? I'll go to his entire career. Dude's a bust. Dude will be a bust.
What? Are you serious right now?
Dude will be a bust.
So you're saying he'll never contribute as a Padre, but now you've doubled down on that and said no matter where he goes, he's going to be a bust.
Yeah, bust.
I can't wait for 10 years from now when he's like the Ohtani of catchers and he's like, when he catches pitching staffs, nobody's ever scored, and when he hits, he's always hits home runs.
And when he does, you can thank me.
Why? Oh, because the reverse jinx?
Yeah. But so, I do
go further. Why are you saying that?
I don't know. We talk about catchers, and we got Ethan Salas in my head, so I was just like, dude's a bust.
I can't even. I'm not going to get into some heated argument with you because it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, he's 19.
Because nobody has an argument other than we got to wait to see we got to wait to see his thing play out.
I don't even know what to say to that. Because I'm not saying you're wrong, but it's hard to know, is what I would say.
Yeah, of course it's hard to know. But I'm telling you, when someone has a hot take, it's because they don't know. Right?
Dude, this is like you're like Stephen A. all of a sudden.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing.
Ethan Salas.
No, I get it. His numbers haven't been good.
I'm looking at his numbers here. All right. 189 games in the minors. He's hit 221 with a 652 OPS. So worse than Luis Campusano.
Yeah, but you know the difference? He's 19.
Okay.
Campy last year in AAA was like 30.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it's like basically judging a book by its cover. Because we haven't read the book.
I mean, he hit 180, and he only played in 10 games last year.
Yeah, was hurt.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we're not really going to know for years. Like, nobody's counting on Ethan Salas in 2026. I don't think people are counting on Ethan Salas in 2027.
Or 2028, or 2029, or 2030.
There'll be a time. I see your point, though. I mean, listen, a lot of prospects don't pan out. We were sold on this prospect like he was the second coming of Johnny Bench.
Came up, hit a homer, broke his wrist. That's it.
No, that was Campy.
I know. That's what
I'm saying we were sold on Ethan Salas like he was the second coming of Johnny Bench, right?
Yeah, the Ethan Salas stuff. I mean, come on. The fact that there were rumors or at least talking points of him like potentially being at the minor or being at the major league level last year at 19 years old when the guy can't hit a broadside of a barn. Like, are we serious right now?
It is interesting because I don't see a lot of people like, trust me, Jim, you're dead wrong. No, I'm not just saying right now, but I don't see a lot of people that chatter around Salas in general that are like, this guy, he's got it all. He's got that it factor. Trust me, he's going to develop into it. It's going to pop.
I'm very quiet around Ethan Salas.
That's what I was going to say. Exactly. Now, he was hurt all year, to your point. He played 10 games in April. Mm-hmm. Then we didn't see him again. Now, AJ Preller did comment at Craig Stammen's press conference saying he's healthy. So he's going to have his opportunities, whether it's winter ball or next spring. When I heard that, I wasn't overly optimistic about winter ball. Would you even put him in winter ball? Why? Like, you're not going to get him to the major leagues quicker by playing in winter ball. The only thing that could happen in winter ball this offseason is he could get hurt. Mm-hmm. And what else could happen? He's always been hurt. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he hasn't played that many games in 3 years. 3 seasons, 189 games is. Now, he played 100 in 2024.
And it's going to be hilarious if he does have a long MLB career and he doesn't hit and everyone loves him. And it's like, wait, you know who this reminds me of?
Who, Hedges?
It's like Hedges can't hit the broadside of a barn either.
Right. Spent a lot of time in the major leagues.
But he's been a damn near 10, 15-year vet because of his defense behind the plate.
Right.
Because pitching staffs like to throw to him. So, like, if you're going to be excited about Ethan Salas, dude got to hit. It's great. Can he catch the game? Yeah. Okay. But can he hit?
Right. No, I agree with that. Like, you didn't make this signing for a player to be a great just backstop. Like, this wasn't the generational signing to like, wait till you see his defense.
This is a guy that you went out and scouted heavily and spent a lot of resources to bring him in this organization to be, not a 5-tool player, but like, hey, can you catch? Can you be defensive wizard behind the plate, but also to hit?
Are you worried about 13 homers and 800 plate appearances?
I mean, the power thing is
young.
The power thing is it's so random because look what Jackson Merrill did in the minors, and then he came to the big leagues in his first year at 24 home runs.
I know.
I think more than anything, it's like he hasn't hit at all in the minors.
Yeah, it's an interesting point.
Albeit like in like fall league or something. I don't know.
I mean, and the other thing is he's only caught 109 games in his career.
All those bullpens he caught, John.
109 games in his career.
Caught a lot of bullpens.
Yeah, true. All right, more on this on the other side. Coming up at 3:30, Andre Hackverdian, East Village Times. We'll get us ready for tomorrow. Senior night for San Diego State against San Jose State at Snapdragon Stadium with so much to play for the Aztecs. Then coming up at 4:30, Greg Camarillo, former NFL wide receiver on Last Night in the NFL between the Bills and the Texans, looking ahead to this weekend as well. Hour 2, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app. Next.
All right, this update is brought to you by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. San Diego State takes on San Jose State tomorrow night, senior night at Snapdragon Stadium. 7:30 kickoff, 5:30 pregame. Listen here on San Diego Sports 760. Monday night, the Players Era Tournament begins for the Aztecs as they'll take on Number 7, Michigan, 7:30 tip time in Las Vegas. Listen to that game right here on San Diego Sports 760. And then on our sister station on Jammin' 95.7, you can listen to SDFC take on Minnesota in the MLS Cup semifinals. Need HVAC? This month, get 0% for 18 months on a new system. Schedule your free proposal at AndersonPHA.com. Anderson, fast, reliable, wow.
It's John and Jim.
Let's face it, in your particular field, you're the top minds.
Your favorite pair.
Interesting job you guys had.
Very smart and very modern.
They are John and Jim.
That's all you need to know about me.
Taking a look at tomorrow's Aztecs matchup with San Jose State. How close are the Scarlet and Black to a title game berth? New manager, possibly new ownership. How will the offseason continue to develop for the Padres? Plus a look ahead to the NFL weekend. We are live from the San Diego Sports 760 studios with John and Jim.
All right, San Diego and Southern California, what's going on? Hour 2, John and Jim. Andre Hegverdian, friend of the show, right? Good friend of the show. Join us coming up at 3:30. I'm talking to you, Darnay. Where are you at? Andre Hegverdian will join us coming up at 3:30, and Greg Camarillo will join us at 4:30. What has Darnay been doing? We've been texting with him about something.
What are we texting with?
I don't even know. Oh, maybe about the court. We were watching this college basketball game that was played on an NBA Cup court this afternoon between BYU and Wisconsin, which makes no sense.
We were talking about this elementary school in Philadelphia that had the kids there punching the faces of Dallas Cowboys players.
Yeah, I saw that.
That is really like, that is pretty insane.
That is incredible.
It's like taught.
Promoting violence.
They're like, here's the deal. We hate them.
Like, not only do we hate them, we want you to punch them in the face.
It's like, I love like the code in the schools, like respect your fellow students and teachers. But if it's someone that's wearing a Cowboys jersey, punch them in the face.
Yeah, fight them.
Right.
Beat them up.
Yeah, we did talk about that a little bit because it is Cowboys and Eagles this weekend.
It is. It's a big matchup,
in
John,
the NFC
some would
East.
say in Philadelphia and in Dallas.
Your Niners have a huge Monday night showdown
With
that other team that they're playing this Monday night that's coming up, that big game against the Lions.
good job.
It was in that bottom right-hand corner about 5 minutes ago.
You saw it.
I did see it.
So, yeah.
I did see
No,
it.
it's good. It's a good job by you.
Yeah, I did. Now, that is a big game,
It's a huge game.
right?
Yeah.
What are we learning on Monday night?
What are we learning on Monday night, John? You tell me.
Is the game in Detroit or?
No, it's San Francisco.
Well, I think, is this actually the game or are we making it up?
No, you idiot. They're playing the Panthers.
On Monday night?
Yes.
See, I have a problem with Monday Night Football.
What do you
I have
mean?
a problem with Monday Night Football.
Well, you
I need
won't.
to get
It doesn't
out.
matter.
I need
because
to get it out.
You got other things going on Monday
I do,
night.
but I have a problem with Monday Night Football.
Oh, fine.
Like, don't tell me.
Here we go.
Don't tell me it's Monday Night Football. Well, it is football on Monday night.
What?
Like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's old man yelling at clouds, even though I'm in my 40s.
Why are you getting mad at Monday Night Football?
Like, I yearn for the day when Monday Night Football was Monday Night Football. Like, does anyone else feel that way? Seriously?
Like good matchups?
Yes. 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 Where's the game, by the way?
It's in San Francisco. If I remember, I think it was last week, or was it this week? It was.
Okay.
It was this week.
Oh, the Cowboys Raiders?
Yeah, when Cowboys Raiders was on our station and we got off at 5:15, you loved Monday.
I love Monday. No, I love that. I love that. I'm 100% on board
So
with that.
if the show got preempted every Monday,
Oh, dude, if we're the home of the Panthers, I'm like, let's go Cats. You know, whatever they're meow, roar. Yeah, I don't care.
meow, roar.
I'll root for the Panthers if I get off at 5.
Hell yeah.
But my point is, you know my point.
What is it?
I remember when Monday Night Football was what Sunday Night Football has become. I remember when Sunday Night Football used to suck. I miss those days. I miss the Buccaneers playing the Cardinals when they were both 2-14.
What?
On TNT. Who remembers that? If you know, you know. The Sunday Night Football package used to be split half year on TNT, half year on ESPN. Who remembers that? 70470 started with team.
All right, let me ask you this. So,
Who got together? Let me ask you this before you ask me this.
Whoa, let me ask you this.
Who in the ESPN boardroom was like, oh, we got a chance at Panthers Niners? Oh,
Stephen A. Smith.
let's put that thing on in week 11.
You want to know what next week's Monday Night Football game is?
Yeah, I would love to hear the rest of the year.
Patriots, Giants.
Exactly. Proving my point.
Week 14, Eagles, Chargers.
Proving
In LA, where the
proving my
entire
point.
stadium will be filled with Eagles fans.
And now the Chargers are fine. That matchup is fine. But come on.
What about December 15th, Dolphins, Steelers?
Thank you. Proving my point. It's always one good team.
Week 16, Niners, Colts.
That's a good game. They stumbled into that. What else?
Week 17, Rams Falcons.
Yes, exactly. What's the last one? Or is there? There's no Monday night.
There's no Week 18 Monday night.
So you tell me of those, 6 or 7 remaining matchups.
Niners Colts is that's it.
That's a very good matchup.
Maybe Eagles Chargers.
Yeah, I agree.
But
so would you like to defend the people at ESPN?
No, screw ESPN.
Man, hasn't there been a lot of backlash for ESPN? The thing we played yesterday with Stephen A.
Yeah,
I have seen so much criticism of that. I get it. It's social media. It's not the entire world.
When you piss off Patriots fans who have gone into hibernation since Tom Brady left their franchise and they became a bad team again, you got to remember there are a lot of ton of Patriots fans because of what happened and what Tom Brady did there for 20 years. It built up a massive, massive, massive following.
I agree completely.
And so they're all, like I said, hibernating, and now they're good again. And you got this clown on ESPN going after their new star quarterback. Like I would hate to look at Stephen A's mentions if I was Stephen A.
He ain't looking.
I know he ain't looking, but still, if he were to look, it's not pretty.
I don't even know how we got down that path.
Are you excited about these matchups for Thanksgiving?
Okay, let me hear them.
Packers Lions.
Yeah. Yep. I am.
Chiefs Cowboys on Paramount.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Bengals Ravens with Joe Burrow returning to action on NBC and Peacock.
I'm intrigued by the way the Ravens have played. Yeah. Yeah, those are good matchups.
And then Black Friday,
what
Brent's Bears against the Eagles in Philadelphia.
I didn't realize that was Black Friday.
Yep. Yeah, they added a Black Friday game.
Okay. And that's available on what? Amazon?
Prime. It's at noon kickoff.
So, okay, wait, let me get this straight. So the Bears and Eagles this week both play on Sunday against different opponents, and then they play on Friday?
Yeah, so
okay.
You got
just
Eagles,
like Thanksgiving, yeah.
Eagles Cowboys Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
And then Cowboys play on Thanksgiving against the Chiefs. The 1:30 start, which they always have. Yeah. And then Eagles have a short week as well.
Yeah.
They just play on Friday instead of Thursday.
Yeah, I'm into that. Are you into that?
Those are really good matchups.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, especially with Joe Burrow returning.
Right.
So Joe Burrow returning against Lamar Jackson for the Thursday night or for the Thanksgiving.
I like that.
Night game.
The one they added in the last decade.
Chiefs Cowboys.
You talk about ratings records. Now we said that going into the year. I don't know if it's going to happen. That's what people said heading into the year.
You add.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day, Chiefs Cowboys.
Well, you got Dak. The Cowboys aren't good, but at least they're like healthy-ish, right?
Right.
And then
Mahomes,
Dak.
Yeah.
Lions, Pack. I mean,
massive division. Two good teams.
I think we hit a trifecta here on Thanksgiving.
I think you're right.
I think we might have hit a trifecta.
And
now
Black Friday game is great.
Will
Eagles?
Will the games be good on Thanksgiving?
I can't promise you.
Don't know, but at least we hit the trifecta of like no major injuries to like the star players. A couple injuries here and there, but
now does it bother you? I've made this point before that when you take 4 games off Sunday, so that's now 3 for Thanksgiving. We all grew up, it was 2, and now they do the Black Friday. So now 8 of the teams have played for the weekend, which means heading into Sunday, there are only now how many games are on Sunday? Because then there's a Monday game.
3, 4,
9, 10?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, there's 11 because nobody's on a bye. All right. So that's still a good amount.
Yeah, then you got the Giants Patriots on December 1st.
And that's the Monday night
game. And you got Broncos Commanders at the Sunday night game.
Yeah, the Commander thing hasn't hit home this year.
You think?
With everything. Honestly, it was even before Jaden Daniels got hurt.
Yeah, he's out too. He's hurt.
Part of that is, though, they expected these teams to not suck this year, and it sounded like a good idea. And then, Daniels goes out, and now the Commanders are awful. The beginning of the year, you would have thought they would be a playoff team, not,
That's why you have flex games.
See, that's a good point. Now, don't they do that now this time of year with some of these networks?
Only Sunday night games.
Okay. Towards the end of the year, they do that. But Monday night's locked in because it's a Monday night.
Yeah, you can't move teams off days. Yeah.
But you can flex. And then the final week of the season, everything's TBD. And they flex the best matchup into the Sunday night window. And everybody plays at 125.
Now here's
Specific.
my put a bow on it conversation about Monday night. Do you like the Monday night playoff game?
Not a big fan of it because they don't get the best matchup.
And also because it gives the winner the short week on the other side. I don't know if I like that.
Well,
they play Sunday.
Yeah, but they
Saturday.
have the Monday night ESPN crew cover that game.
Yeah.
So it's like the Monday night crew, but it's the game's on like a Saturday.
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
or a Sunday or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm with you. It's not the best of the games. I like having an additional TV window to watch playoffs. I mean, that's cool. But yeah, I don't know. I've been turned away by the whole Monday night like matchups. You know, I go back to I want the best matchups on Monday night, and for whatever reason, I'm sure it's money. We've gotten away from that. So that's my only point on that. I do probably think Cowboys Chiefs will be the most watched game until the postseason.
Yeah, it's a must win game for the Chiefs, and I mean, kind of a must win game for the Cowboys because I mean they're kind of hanging around a little bit.
They have the tie, right?
4-5-1.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if they could beat the Chiefs at home,
but they have to beat the Eagles
first.
So if they beat the Eagles, you're at 5-5-1.
Yeah,
Chiefs win this weekend against who do they play? Do they play anybody? No, they're on bye week. How is that possible? So they play the Colts. That's right. Colts are 8-2, but their Chiefs are at home.
Right.
If the Chiefs beat the Colts, you're 6-5 going into Thanksgiving. Cowboys are 5-5-1. It's a massive game for both teams.
Massive, you're right. And that'll only bring more eyeballs to the television. But yeah, like whose TV won't be on that? Like it's Thanksgiving Day.
Everybody will.
You got these absurd brands.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to set viewership records.
As it should.
Yeah, no, that's it. You're right. The triple header, though, that's about as good as you can do, especially predetermining it because you don't really know. And the fact that Burrow returns is a big win.
Yeah, as long as like Dak, Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar, Goff, and Love don't get hurt.
Yeah. Oh, beforehand, you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. All right. Guess what, Jim? Here's a tease for you. We have the terms of the Luis Campusano deal with the Padres.
Oh my gosh. We're going to break it all down.
We're going to share them with you on the other side of this break. And then coming up at 3:30 in about 15 minutes, Andre Hagverdian, who covers the Aztecs football program, will join us right here on John and Jim. So don't go anywhere. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760 and live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, hey guys, it is Schaefer, and there is no better time than now to get down to your local Toyota dealer. As I've been telling you, they have new vehicles arriving each and every day, including this weekend. We're talking about their most popular cars and trucks and SUVs, whatever kind of vehicle you're looking for. Hurry into your Toyota dealer today. Great deals going on right now in Toyota trucks. Great time to get into a Toyota truck. They've got the largest inventory, Tacomas, Tundras, ready to roll. The Tacoma, known for its legendary toughness, off-road capability, everyday efficiency, perfect for weekend adventures, tackling your to-do list. The Tundra brings serious power, impressive towing, and bold design, plus the latest tech and comfort features. So whether you're looking for a truck that's built for off-roading or built for work or built for your family's next adventure, Toyota has you covered. And again, get to a local Toyota dealer. They've got new vehicles arriving daily, including the most popular cars and trucks and SUVs. We make it easy. See your Toyota dealer today. All right, John and Jim. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
San Diego FC Season
Saturday
of
tomorrow.
Giving campaign is expanding. Well, I'm working.
True.
Got Aztecs football.
I'm not.
STFC's Season of Giving campaign is expanding its holiday efforts with One City, One Table, a program supporting families across the region during this critical time of year. To kick off the campaign, STFC is donating 18,000 meals, the equivalent of a $9,000 contribution, to the Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank. STFC fans can drop off non-perishable food items at 18 Threads, the club's official retail store in Mission Valley, to support the food bank's holiday food drive. Fans coming to Monday's playoff game can donate items at any stadium entrance. For more info, go to sdfc.com/food drive. That's San Diego FC.com/food drive. Have you seen the terms of the Campy deal, Jim?
Given to me, John.
It is a 1-year, $900,000 deal. So that is a major league contract for Luis Campusano, but he is out of options entering the year. So he will have to stick, so to speak. Doesn't have to. I mean, he could go through waivers and not be picked up, truthfully, but he's got a 1-year, $900,000 deal. He is out of options, and I guess he'll have an opportunity to be their second catcher. That's what it would appear to me like, right?
Yeah. The thing with Luis Campusano is this is truly his last chance, right?
Yes. Last.
So,
no more.
Because he has out of options, he cannot start the year at AAA, correct? Or
He can start the year in AAA.
But
no.
Okay.
He'd have to be option there.
He has no more options.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing. If he were to be option, he just goes on waivers.
Okay.
Is he going to get picked up? Tyler Wade didn't.
Tyler Wade
is different.
It stinks.
And Campy may. He may, but I'm sure teams over the years could have traded for Luis Campusano if they wanted to.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess the point is, he has to stick. He's got to make their major league team. He's got to contribute.
He's got to stick. If he doesn't stick, that's a problem.
I mean, is he a DH? Like, is he a legitimate DH option?
I mean, with this team, maybe.
Right.
Just give him, just be our DH because
we're going to give you a few hundred at bats, dude.
Because we'll have Elias Diaz. I think Elias Diaz is time to a 2-year deal, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I hadn't even considered that, but you're right. Yeah.
Diaz and Fermin and
right.
Campy.
And then Campy is like your emergency catcher, but more of like a DH bench piece, just a bat.
Yeah.
But is he a bat?
Oh boy, we are scrapping the bottom of the barrel here.
Look out, LA.
Yeah, we got Luis Campusano as the DH.
Again, and honestly, now that we like wrap our arms around it, it's like more again of like these very cost-effective decisions. Which again, you have 40 players on a 40-man roster. Not everyone's going to make $20 million. Right. So like you're going to have players making $900,000. So I'm not opposed to that. Does a good team have Luis Campusano getting 400 plate appearances?
I'd be shocked. Could you imagine though 400 plate appearances for Campy next year?
I mean, 400 plate appearances is
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, I guess he would earn it, right? You're not going to give him 400 plate appearances and him hit like 180.
No, you can't.
He only had what 20 or 30 plate appearances this year,
27,
and didn't hit. So I don't think he'd be given it.
They just buried him in the back end of the bench because Mike Show was too much of a stubborn, to try anything different.
They wouldn't catch him. Yeah. So maybe it's not a fresh start, but it's a new manager again. I mean, he's had 3 or 4 managers too.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to COVID, he's had 10.
But he's not like here on like a regular basis.
True.
To make any impact to like we're talking about maybe Campy might pop on his 3rd manager.
Yeah, like that even matters. Here's the solution for Campy: just put him in a Chihuahuas uniform. Like, hey, just put the Chihuahuas uniform in his locker.
But like,
in the clubhouse.
That's like, what's the point?
I'm saying he plays well wearing that. Pretend like you're in, El Paso.
Hire a hypnotist to make him think that he's in El Paso the whole year.
Exactly. So again,
you are really a Chihuahua.
Yeah, exactly.
You are not playing in San Diego. You're playing in a AAA ballpark.
Right. But there it is. 900,000 guaranteed.
You're in El Paso.
Out of options. Bring it on.
Bring on the Campy era 2.0 or
like
3.0 or 6.0.
Maybe that'll be the new City Connects. They'll be Chihuahua jerseys.
Yes, to help Campy.
That's hilarious, dude. I love that.
Help out Luis Campusano.
Did you see the statement from Padres.tv today?
Oh, did I see it?
Dear Padres fans, you may have seen the news this week about Major League Baseball reaching a new agreement with ESPN related to MLB.tv. We wanted to let you know that there are no changes to Padres TV for the 2026 season. You will continue to have the same great access to watch Padres baseball with Don and Mud, both in and out of market in 2026 through the Padres.tv streaming service. No additional service purchase will be required to enjoy Padres.tv next season. As always, Padres games will also be available via linear cable and satellite distributors, as well as over-the-air telecasts for select games in 2026. Thank you for your continued support of Padres baseball.
Wow, really enthusiastic, guys.
I wonder why they put that out. A lot of questions.
Probably a lot of question marks about where the hell are people going to be able to watch their Padres next year, which I understand.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything is so damn confusing nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to walk me through it, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You got to walk me through this.
So do you feel better now that we've seen that statement that you don't have to buy ESPN Unlimited, you don't have to buy an additional package, which you've done the last 2 years, continue doing?
Yeah, I like it, but I wish there was more than that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when did Bally Sports go under for this team?
Remember, it was they flipped it to Padres.tv literally from one game to the next, right? Because didn't Bally's go under in a season?
Yeah, they like Bob Costas do like the intro.
Was it the start of the 2024 season?
No, it was in the middle. Oh, the Bally's?
Yeah, like at some point in 2024.
I think it was in 2023.
Was it 2023? Okay.
Yeah, it was like the start of 2023, and then all of a sudden the next day it was like it went to Padres.tv.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah, I wish they had more news like, hey, we're going to be on the following distributors. We'll be on YouTube TV, and
we signed a
on
TV
Hulu.
contract.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be in our market. Here's how you can watch. But I like Padres.tv. I'll be perfectly frank. I'm just saying in terms of consuming the games.
Just the games.
I'm fine with paying the. Honestly, me paying $20 a month, Jim, for it is probably me. It's better than me spending like $100 something to go get Hulu and get all the channels. I'm saying so. I don't mind it for $20 a month, but
I don't mind it either. But like the Padres are getting
not a lot of money.
None.
Yeah,
like
$20 a month.
The article was like 50,000 people in a city of 3.5 million have subscribed to Padres.tv, which is nothing.
Right. You start doing the math on it. You're like, that's not that
at $20 a pop.
Yeah.
Or 100 or $90 a pop or $100 a pop, whatever.
Right. But people could cancel any time. So it might have been 50,000 one month. Then someone's like, oh, I'm out for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean, the CEO of the team, wasn't that like his job, or isn't that his job to get a TV deal done?
I mean, it would help. It would help to create more revenue via
Maybe
TV.
If the CEO of the team didn't want to like just have, all these celebrities there and worked on a TV deal instead, that might have helped the team.
Celebrities.
What celebrities? They've had a good amount of celebrities there.
Oh, at the ballpark?
At the ballpark, yeah.
You think a little less celebrity time and a little more calling up cable operator?
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, you might want to do that to help your franchise out, buddy.
Why can't we do it like the Cubs just did?
Because
they go create Marquee Sports Network San Diego.
They did. They had Fox Sports San Diego.
Did. Go get that back.
There was a time that Fox Sports San Diego was like legit.
I know, I remember.
And it was with the Chargers in town, and there were like nightly roundtable shows.
Like, I remember when 1360 had the daily show.
I know.
Before Padres baseball.
I know. And after Padres baseball.
Yeah. All right, Andre Hagverdian, we're talking Aztecs football. On the other side is John and Jim.
All right, this update is brought to you by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. San Diego State takes on San Jose State tomorrow night. Senior night at Snapdragon Stadium. 7:30 kickoff time. 5:30 is when our pregame coverage starts right here on San Diego Sports 760. Monday night, the Aztecs basketball team and the Players Era Tournament in Las Vegas will take on the number 7 ranked team in the country, Michigan, at 7:30 Pacific time. Listen to that game on San Diego Sports 760. With the game on 760, SDFC will be on our sister station, Jammin' 95.7, as they take on Minnesota in the MLS Cup semifinals. Need HVAC this month. Get 0% for 18 months on a new system. Schedule your free proposal at AndersonPHA.com. Anderson, fast, reliable, wow.
All right, as Jim just said, Aztecs tomorrow night, 7:30, pregame coverage beginning at 5:30. Senior night for the 8-2 Aztecs. They'll get San Jose State. Great to connect with Andre Hekverdian once again, East Village Times, covering San Diego State athletics. So, Andre, we appreciate you taking time. Let's start with the impact of Jordan Napier's injury. The receiver for the Aztecs, as announced earlier this week, will be out for the remainder of the season. How do the Aztecs overcome that, and can they overcome that?
Thanks, guys, for having me, as always. Yeah, it's a big blow. I mean, the passing game was already struggling over the last 3-4 games. Jacob Bostic was one of those starting receivers who was lost for the season earlier. And now not having Napier, I think it's a big blow for the passing game. You know, you're going to need guys like Mikey Welsh, Donovan Brown, and Nathan Acevedo to step up. But it's going to be a struggle, honestly. I think it's probably going to mean that Sean Lewis is going to lean on the running game and field position and defense and special teams even more than he already has, because I don't know if that's going to get, fixed or corrected over these next 2 games.
So when you look at the offense now going forward, we saw kind of the blueprint on Saturday night where it is very run heavy. Do you feel like they need to do that the remainder of the year and make sure that they keep the ball out of Jaden Denicle's hands as much as possible? Or, is there a scenario where you see like they might try to still let Jaden Denicle throw the ball and kind of try to have a balanced attack?
I think the blueprint worked last week because you obviously ran for 277 yards and the defense was shutting down the opponent, which they have most of the year. I do think they'll lean heavily on the running game, but they're going to need to connect on some passes downfield to keep defenses honest. You can't expect your defense to constantly, as the schedule gets harder, you play New Mexico, you play potentially in a championship game, a conference championship game. I think you're going to need to score more than 17 points. I think there's ways to combat that. I think third down conversion is they're one of the worst in the country in converting third downs. And I think trying to get better first down, second down yardage so you have more manageable third downs, I think can help. But I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to see a lot of Lucky Sutton, Christian Washington, and Byron Caldwell.
Andre Hekverdian covers the Aztecs for the East Village Times with us right now, and John and Jim. Looking specifically to tomorrow night, how formidable is San Jose State? You look at the record, you're like, well, they're 3-7. They fired their DC and their special teams coordinator. But on offense, they have some legitimate weapons. I guess they have nothing to lose because they're 3-7 overall. How do you see tomorrow playing out?
Well, they have the 4th best passing offense in the country, but they only have the 90th in scoring. And part of that is because they have turned the ball over a ton. I think they have 20 turnovers over 10 games. Walker Egan, the quarterback, throws over 300 yards a game. They've got a midseason All-American, second teamer, and a wide receiver, Danny Scudero. So they're going to pose a lot more problems in the passing game than obviously Boise State did. And it'll be very similar to what Hawaii did to San Diego State. Hopefully this time Chris Johnson will be playing. I'm interested to see if the Rob Arich will have Chris Johnson follow Scudero, cover him every play, or he'll keep him on his side, and depending on where Scudero lines up. So I think that's a really intriguing matchup. But the Aztecs defense obviously has had a great season. I think they've got the potential to shut down San Jose State's offense, force some turnovers, and help their offense out maybe with shorter field position.
Are you at all thinking about the CFP here, or is for you just your mindset just can they win these final 2 games to host a conference title game?
If you ask Sean Lewis, he's obviously going to tell you we're 1 game at a time, but I think you have to consider the CFP. They're in the mix. They're going to need some help, obviously. All they can do is win their last 2 games, win the conference championship game, and see where some of these other teams kind of fall out. The AAC guys are going to play each other. So there's going to be some teams losing. Tulane right now is at the top of the group of 5. So you're obviously going to need them to lose a game. James Madison is up there. They play Washington State tomorrow. So there's a potential there for Washington State, which is one of the Aztecs' 2 losses this year. So they're in the mix. And so I think it's something to consider and something to think about, but they're obviously going to need help because just winning their games isn't going to be enough at the way it seems.
Andre Hackverdian with us right now, and John and Jim. I want to give you a hypothetical. I just want to get your thoughts on Sean Lewis's future. Nobody knows who's going to come at the end of the year at any level. There's all this movement at the P4 level. There's just all this movement in FBS. What do you think? Do you think Sean Lewis would jump at any P4 opportunity, or do you think Sean Lewis would wait to jump for the right P4 opportunity?
If he was smart, which I think he is, he's a smart guy. I don't think any opportunity would be something that would be in his best interest. Now, money talks. Salary comparisons can make a big difference, but I think that there's been some talk out there with some of the teams looking for coaches at the moment who already fired their coaches. I think Sean Lewis, there's some rumors out there with that, but I do think that he will be smart about his opportunity. I think he's happy at San Diego State. Obviously, the season has gone well up to this point. So he may be in a position where he can be selective, but obviously we'll see a lot of dominoes falling. So right now there'll be teams looking for coaches that aren't expecting to be looking for coaches. So I think waiting it out and waiting for the right opportunity is a smart move for any coach, particularly Sean Lewis.
So we got senior night tomorrow night at Snapdragon. For you, who are some seniors that have stood out to you that will have their final game, or at least their final, hopefully, just regular season games, because they want to host a title game at Snapdragon Stadium. What seniors stand out to you, Andre?
I think the seniors that stand up to me are the guys who have spent their entire careers at San Diego State. It's kind of rare in the college landscape to look at a senior night and see guys who have spent 4, 5, maybe 6 years at a school. But obviously Chris Johnson, Eric Butler, Christian Jones, and Ross Masiuli, those are 4 starters from last year's team who probably had ample opportunities to move on and go somewhere else to finish out their careers, and decided to stick it out. And now they're being rewarded with not just individual accolades, but team success, potentially a conference championship. So those are 4 guys that have really, I think, embodied to be an Aztec for life. And I think those are 4 that will be celebrated. Brady Anderson, DJ Herman are also some guys, Josh Hunter, who spent multiple, their whole careers here. So I think, especially for a senior night with guys who have spent their careers in one school, I think deserve the praise and recognition from the fans.
Yeah, it's good insight. By the way, for our listeners, Andre does a really good job with the SDSU podcast. I've been listening, Andre, throughout the course of the season. And my last question for you is actually going to turn the script from football to basketball and what played out Tuesday night at Viejas Arena. Of course, we now see that Troy nearly beat USC last night in triple overtime before losing at the buzzer. Kind of a remarkable week, obviously, for Troy and maybe to some extent for San Diego State as well. What's the impact for San Diego State's men's basketball program, and where do you think this takes them on the heels of what played out at Viejas Arena on Tuesday night?
I think it would have helped them if Troy would have held on to that lead last night in triple overtime. But that was, I'm Troy. Think about being a Troy fan and having to watch those games Tuesday and Thursday night. I mean, pretty wild. But I think it's not as it's a bad loss and it's going to hurt them come Selection Sunday. But I don't know if it's basically put them in a win the Mountain West tournament or you're out. I mean, obviously they've got Michigan, Oregon, another third team in Players Era tournament. They've got Arizona. They're going to have to win at least one or two of those games, I think, to help their at-large bid. But, it stung. And I think we'll see how the team bounces back from it. But they've got opportunities over the next month to kind of make up for it. They have some work to do for sure. And then obviously the conference season will play out. But because the conference teams haven't had a great non-conference themselves, the quad one games are going to be limited. So that's why I think some of these games coming up are going to be critical.
Yeah, they are. There's no doubt about it. Beginning Monday night in Vegas against the University of Michigan. Andre, appreciate you taking time for us. We will see you this weekend at Snapdragon Stadium. And thanks for joining us on John and Jim.
Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.
Great stuff. Andre Hekverdian covers the Aztecs for the East Village Times. All right, much more on the other side. The wrap coming up at 4 p.m. Greg Camarillo will join us at 4:30. We're going to hear from Sean Lewis from the Sean Lewis Show as well, coming up on today's show, getting everyone ready for tomorrow's Senior Night Showdown at Snapdragon Stadium. What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm waiting for you to go to break.
All right, John and Jim, stay with us. All right, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. We'll hear from Sean Lewis coming up around 4 p.m. on last night's coaches show right here on San Diego Sports 760. Myself and Rich Orenberger. Have you ever been in Sean Lewis's office?
No, John. Why?
Have you ever done anything?
No.
I was just curious if you had ever been in Sean's office.
Why would I be in Sean's office? Think about this. Why would I?
Someone that doesn't cover San Diego State.
No, I do cover San Diego State.
Well, how do you cover San Diego State?
Talk about it on the radio.
Is that cover?
Yeah. Watch their games to talk about it on the radio. Interview San Diego State players and coaches.
Okay, I'll take that.
How would you define cover? Like going to the games?
Yeah. Like, yes.
So how would you define what we do about the Padres?
We talk about them on the wrap-up show.
But do we cover the Padres?
Yeah, you better believe we cover the Padres.
How many games did you go to last year?
Well, went to one with Jones.
Okay.
When I saw you, we had banana bread pudding.
We did.
And then I went to another actually with Kristen because we got tickets from someone.
You can technically still cover a team without going to their games.
Yes, you have made that point. You have proven that point.
So have you.
No, I have attended a lot of games in this city.
Padres games last year.
Well, that's because we work right after the game.
I know. So
what would you rather have me do?
Nothing. I'm just trying to define your form of covering a team when you apparently think I don't cover the Aztecs.
No, I guess you cover the Aztecs.
Yes.
I guess you cover the. Well, let's put it this way. If I didn't exist,
yeah.
Let's say I wasn't a human, okay?
Like you just weren't. Okay.
I was AI.
No, John.
If I didn't exist, would you say you cover the Aztecs?
Yeah, because whoever my co-host is would be the Aztecs voice.
Yeah, probably true.
And so then
whoever my co-host is the Aztecs voice.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were in Sean Lewis's office last week because that's where we do the Sean Lewis show from.
So
I don't know why I was asking.
Where are you going with this?
I like it. It's a nice office.
Okay,
there's a lot in there.
Waiting for that.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Like,
I get a lot of insight.
Great. Give me one thing in there that you're like, wow, it's cool. Besides the desk.
He's got helmets from everywhere he's worked.
Okay, that's cool.
He's got a lot of books.
Okay, name me one book.
He's got a lot of on marketing and branding and football.
Wow.
He's got that.
What else you got?
But I'm just saying it's very insightful to be in his office to talk with him.
Okay. Is it big office or a small office?
It's a big office.
It's the size
head coach.
Is it bigger than the studio?
It's the size of these two rooms. I mean, you and Brent.
Oh, must be nice.
Maybe a little bigger than that.
Oh.
I mean, when you're the head coach, you have meetings.
True.
You gotta be able to do all that stuff.
Going to be meeting with.
What's
people?
your head tell you on Sean Lewis's future?
That he returns.
Okay, so that's what you think is more likely than not.
And if he follows up this season with another season similar to this season, then he's gone.
If you were him, would you leave for we just saw a graphic that came up that showed the 8 Power 4 vacancies, and there could be more. But would you leave for UCLA if you were Sean Lewis in the Big Ten, playing at the Rose Bowl, where they have obviously struggled since moving to the Big Ten in a variety of manners? Would you? That's my point with Andre. Are you leaving for any job, or are you leaving for the right one?
You're leaving for the right one. And if you just want money, then you can go to any of these schools.
Sure, yeah.
They'll give you more money than San
Of
Diego
course,
State.
of course.
But will the teams reach out to Sean Lewis is the question.
I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't.
Or would Sean Lewis throw his name out there? Could he?
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. But don't you think he'll have? You don't think he'll have suitors if he finishes this off and they go 10-2?
I think he could,
but not a guarantee. You're saying?
No, I don't think it's a guarantee. I think that I do think that there's a good chance that he'll return for next year. And then after next year, if he could back up this season with another really good season, he gone.
Yeah, potentially. You're saying it's more likely next year if he does it again. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I think if you do it back-to-back years. And also, I wonder if you have the ability to pick your spot a little more if you do it again. Does that make you more desirable? And then all of a sudden, Like maybe right now you're on the outside looking in for Big Ten jobs. Like Wisconsin is his alma mater. If Wisconsin moves on from their current head coach at the end of next year, does Sean Lewis get a look? Like if you here's the point. If you left for UCLA right now, and I'm just making this up, I have no clue if he's going to be considered for that job or not. If you left for UCLA right now, doesn't that basically take you out of the running for Wisconsin a year later? You'll leave UCLA after 1 year?
Yes, it would.
It would kind of take you out, right?
Yeah, you don't want to be that. Well, I mean, you can be that coach,
but typically it would take you out of the running.
Typically it would.
Unless you're like Lane Kiffin, who bounces around every 2 seconds.
What is going on with Lane Kiffin lately?
Dude, it's insane. Like truly insane. All Ole Miss fans are freaking out. So he's being courted. He's being courted by Florida and LSU, where both of those schools have flown his family in to tour their campuses. Meanwhile, Ole Miss is top 6 right now in the CFP and preparing for their last 2 games. Ole Miss is asking for clarity from Kiffin if he's going to stay or not. That'll impact where they're seated potentially in the college football playoff. Like he might guide the best season in Ole Miss history and then leave to not finish it through. And just go to LSU.
Is coaching in college football the most insane thing?
I think it's insane.
The courting of these coaches, by the way, and the money that these coaches get. What would you rather be? Would you rather be a college coach or would you rather be an NFL coach? I think it's not even a question. I think I'd want to be a college coach at a like high end job like LSU.
Because you have all the leverage Florida, in the world.
Penn State, like you get the money.
Yeah, the money's crazy.
The money is insane. Yeah. Look at Ed Ogeron. He got paid all that money, the buyout to leave, and he's living his best life.
Right.
Won a national title. Then Joe Burrow and that team left. I mean, one of the
best offenses ever.
One of the most loaded offenses in the history of college football.
Yep.
And he got like a $80 million buyout or something crazy
Tons
like that.
Of money.
Dude, yeah, I'd want to be a college coach.
Yeah, because you're saying you have so much like leverage, power,
booster money.
Yeah. Woo. It's an interesting profession, man. Because you can be at the top, like Orgeron. Now, I get it. I'll take the check too on the way out. It's not like he's hurting. But you can go from national title to out of a job in the SEC in 12 months, which is insane.
Yeah, but you're out of a job with like $60 million.
No, you're right. You're right. Maybe you could do that in the NFL as well. I don't know if it would be that quick. You wouldn't be out of a job like that.
In the NFL, they're not giving you buyouts of $58 million.
No, but the salaries are still good. Like Andy Reid is making a fortune of money.
Yeah, but that's because he's one of the best coaches in the league.
But aren't all these guys making good money?
No.
Really? Like, what's a low salary for an NFL head coach? Like
how
I'll get Kellen Moore at New Orleans.
Panthers head coach making. I don't even know who the Panthers head coach is. Let's see here.
Kellen Moore, $2.5 million.
2.5 million?
According to AI, because as the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Kellen Moore makes $2.5 million as the head coach of the Eagles. Okay. Did you know he was the head coach of the Eagles? Because he is.
Lowest paid coach in the NFL is Dave Canellis of the Panthers. Yeah. His estimated salary is $2 to $5 million.
Oh, I'd rather be in the SEC.
100%.
Where they're making like 13. Something, right? Aren't they? Or maybe more. I don't even know what they're making. It's probably in that neighborhood.
Yeah, the next two are Callahan for the Titans and Bulls for Tampa Bay. They're both getting around $3 million a year.
Interesting. Yeah, I agree with you, Jim, in general about college coaching.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's hear from Sean Lewis on the other side. We'll get to the wrap in the 4:00 hour. Greg Camarillo on This Weekend in the NFL. He'll join us at 4:30. This is John and Jim.
All right, so thanks brought to you by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. San Diego State takes on San Jose State. Senior night tomorrow night at Snapdragon Stadium, 7:30 kickoff time, 5:30 pregame coverage starts right here on San Diego Sports 760. Monday night, San Diego State basketball takes on the number 7 ranked Michigan Wolverines in the Players Era Tournament, 7:30 tip time. And with that game on 760, SDFC versus Minnesota in their MLS Cup semifinal match will be on our sister station, Gem in 95.7. Need HVAC this month? Get 0% for 18 months on a new system. Schedule your free proposal at AndersonPHA.com. Anderson, fast, reliable. Wow.
It's John and Jim.
Let's face it, in your particular field, you're the top minds.
Your favorite pair.
Interesting job you guys
Very
had.
smart and very modern.
They are John and Jim.
That's all you need to know about me.
Taking a look at tomorrow's Aztecs matchup with San Jose State. How close are the Scarlet and Black to a title game berth? New manager, possibly new ownership. How will the offseason continue to develop for the Padres? Plus a look ahead to the NFL weekend. We are live from the San Diego Sports 760 studios with John and Jim.
All right, San Diego and Southern California, what's going on? This is the third hour of John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. We're going to hear from Sean Lewis coming up in a moment, then we'll get to the wrap. Can I just briefly mention something? Did you happen? There's no way you saw this.
What is it?
And I don't even know if it's true, but I wanted to reference it. I'll preface it by saying I don't even know how true this is, because not everything you see on the internet is true.
What?
There was a
Get out of here.
There was a college basketball game yesterday between New Mexico and Nebraska. Remember, I was watching it on my computer?
Yeah, you're a psycho.
Anyway, in this game, a player for New Mexico, Dayton Albury, was ejected for punching a Nebraska player in the back of the head.
Ooh.
That's not the point that I'm making. He then took to social media to apologize, but then the first reply is, "You can't make this up." And it's someone asking ChatGPT to write them an apology as a New Mexico basketball player that punched a Cornhusker player. And again, I don't know if this is like photoshopped but the reply from ChatGPT is identical to what the player posted as his apology.
It checks out.
Does that? I mean,
it checks out.
Again, I don't know if that's what happened or not.
I mean, everybody, dude. I use ChatGPT for.
You love
so
ChatGPT, man.
And people now, it's just so easy to just be like, all right, I'm going to use Chat. That's why I have to think, like, when I see companies release like PR statements, I'm like, did ChatGPT write this or not?
Or did you write this?
Yeah, like, what's going on here?
But you love ChatGPT, right?
Yeah,
because you don't have to do your job.
I mean, I don't say, hey, ChatGPT, can you come up with my sports takes for the day?
But you could.
I could.
You know what? I'm going to ask you. First of all, ChatGPT knows me and you so well. I don't think you're supposed to put personal information in it. Like just the other day, I put something in. It's like, oh yeah, you and your fiance Aaron. I'm like, no, you got this all wrong, bud.
What?
It has all this information where it thinks
because
it, like,
in
knows.
your account it saves your information and it basically like is learning from all the stuff you ask it. So then you don't have to re-ask a prompt again. And like all you have to do is just say, hey, write me something, and then it's good to go.
Come up with good San Diego sports takes for Jim Russell today. Here's the first take. If the Padres don't extend Jackson Merrill this offseason, they're asking for another Soto repeat. Extend him again.
Oh,
okay. Here's another Jim Russell take. The Padres are closer to a reset than a World Series, and that's not a bad thing.
Wait, what did you say in the prompt?
Come up with a good San Diego sports take for Jim Russell today. Do it for me. How about this take you could have today? Ha-Seong Kim is the most irreplaceable Padre nobody talks about. Oh, how about this? San Diego State take. This is the most important San Diego State basketball season since the Kawhi era. One more. Jalen Maiden might be the most underappreciated player San Diego State football has had in the last 15 years. Sure, he played 3 years ago for the team.
All right, here we go. Here's yours.
Okay.
If the Padres think they can slow play this offseason, they're out of their minds. The Dodgers are loading up again. The Giants are aggressive, and San Diego's acting like a small market charity case. Preller can talk about value, but at some point you need to starting pitching, not excuses.
That's not terrible.
Here's the San Diego State basketball one.
Yeah.
San Diego State needed that loss. The Aztecs have been flirting with getting exposed, and Troy showed every weak spot. If SDSU doesn't fix its perimeter defense, this isn't a top 25 team. It's a round of 64 exit waiting to happen.
How about this? You know how it gives you suggestions down below? Like, would you like me to do this?
Mm-hmm.
It said, would you like me to give you a 30 to 60 second Jim Russell style rant? I said, yes, I would. Jim Russell rant. The Padres are out of excuses. Tell me if this sounds like you. We just read the first paragraph. Here we go again with the Padres telling us about plans and timelines and patience. I'm sorry. How many times do we have to hear the same speech? At some point, stop talking and actually do something. San Diego fans aren't stupid. They've been through the payroll spikes, the sell-offs, the we're all in, the we're retooling, the just wait for the prospects. Enough. If Jackson Merrill's your guy, extend him.
Hey, real talk. I need you to take over the segment. I'm dead serious. This can't wait, dude. I need you to take over the segment. This can't wait, bro.
Wait, where are you going?
I got it.
Jim is leaving to go to the bathroom mid-segment. Let me ask ChatGPT what I'm supposed to do.
I can't do it, dude. I can't.
What is happening, Brent?
It's Jim.
Dude, 4 years of doing this show. Has this happened? Maybe one time?
Not this show. This happened one other time when Costa was here.
With Jim?
No, with Costa.
Okay.
The same thing happened with Costa. Like me and Steve had to do a segment.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? That was always honestly the worst part of being behind the glass.
Oh, yeah.
Because when we're on air, you gotta be there. When we're at break, I mean, you need to be there by and large. So it's like there's not that much time.
Eventually your body just
learns
not that you can't go during the day. You have to go at night.
Well, there goes Jim. Who knows the next time we see him? Honestly, I mean, there he goes. Thanks, Jim. That was fun. Do we want to hear from Sean Lewis here?
Yeah,
All
we can.
Well, Jim goes to the bathroom while we're on air. Sean Lewis on his coach's show talking about San Jose State with an elite offense. They're 3-7 overall. Great quarterback with playmakers. What kind of challenges does their offense create for the Aztecs defense?
You hit on the big ones, right? I mean, the quarterback is an elite operator. He understands their system. I mean, that they've dubbed the spread and shred. And when they're hot, that's what they do to the defenses, right? They spread you out and they shred you by ripping the ball all over the yard. Their offense coordinator does a really good job. He's had a tremendous track record no matter where he's been. They have 3 wide receivers that are the most talented guys that we've seen, like the collection. I mean, they are elite playmakers that'll probably be playing on Sundays. Their slot, number 10, he's a problem now. I mean, he finds ways to find zones. He's got top end speed, and then 1 and 4 on the outside are really dynamic players as well, right? So we got to do a good job, obviously impacting and affecting the passer. Easier said than done because he knows where his relief answers are. He gets the ball out quick, and as far as much is made and how much they prioritize throwing the football, they're very diligent in finding good runs as well. And if you don't equate numbers right in the box, they'll own the box and they'll, be patient and needle you with the run game. And they've created some explosive runs as well. So very balanced attack, make you defend every single blade of grass, have tremendous respect for how they go about it. And it's going to be a tremendous challenge for our guys.
Defensively, I mean, tons of credit to their offense. And just like you said, I mean, they have some real weapons out there, and it'll be a task to slow them down. Defensively, though, not as good of a unit as their offense, but still, they have moments. And what specifically do you see on film that could present a challenge?
Yeah, I mean, their front is really, really good. They have an elite nose that they play in base out of an Okie front, so he's usually in the 0 and gives centers fit. So we got to do a good job controlling him. One of their edges, 45, does a really nice job in both the run and the pass and the 2-gap scheme that they play to be able to transition and own his responsibilities. And then both their inside linebackers, 1 and 9, are physical players, man, that come downhill and have, in the right way, like in a physical manner, remove guys from the game, right? Like whether it was actually, through clean hits and really good plays, or you can tell wide receivers not want to go across the middle because those two guys are patrolling that space, right? And then they have an edge in 4, who's their rusher that they play all over, and they'll play multiple fronts, and their blitz package is really good. So they stress you out with that front, and the front protects the back end. So again, there's a unique variable in that, okay, is the structure going to remain the same? What are going to be the tendencies of how they're going to play normal downs versus third down with a new play caller and all those aspects that we'll get to, dive into on Saturday. So make sure our guys are fresh, make sure our guys are recharged, make sure our guys understand the plan intimately for all the potential problems that will be thrown our way. And it'll be a great opportunity for us to go compete.
You've had all these unique scenarios this year where there are changes with coaches or coordinators or quarterbacks, and you're facing it again. They've replaced their special teams coordinator and their defensive coordinator, and their current defensive coordinator was on your staff for a handful of weeks, right? Coach Bojay was on your staff just within the last 2 years. How unique is this? And to your point, they've played 10 games, but you're not necessarily sure the way he's going to install it compared to what they've done.
Yeah, I mean, you can't write this script, right? Like it's been the consistent theme of the year has been, all right, change in the opponents in the prep, right? Whether it's quarterbacks, play callers, etc. Again, one of those life lessons, right? Like what's always going to happen? Change is always going to happen, right? So, we talk all the time with our guys that we want them to be disciplined, problem solvers, right? In all that we do in all phases of the game. So again, going back to how our staff teaches and all the, different pictures that we've seen, whether it's how we've competed against one another, Aztecs in the spring or through training camp. Like we're very multiple in all that we do and the way that we can play offensively and how we can play defensively. And we've seen, going all the way back to Stony Brook, like they were a 3-down structure. And so we've seen the structure of defense and, it's different than how Sandhill plays it, but the jerseys changed, the coordinators changed, the logos on the field changed a little bit. Right. But like, there's still only 11 of them over there, and there's still only 11 of us. And as much as we all think that we've like reinvented this game, like those 11 pieces have to play together. Like you got to set an edge defensively, you got to be gap sound, and you have to play with relentless effort, right? And so I know Bojay's going to have those guys disciplined in that way. There was a reason that I retained and was very impressed with the work that we did. He's really, really cerebral, and he understands this scheme, right? So I think that he's going to go in and, okay, hey, blow it up, and it's going to be completely different for these last 2 weeks than what they've done. I don't think so, right? Could he do that? Absolutely. Cool. Let's go get it on, right? But you gotta study the whole season to know, like, okay, what are all the tools that they have in their toolbox? And then as we get into it, like, okay, what's the plan that he put together? What tools did he grab that he thinks he's going to use to defend against us? And then again, that's where we got to go to work, right? So there's going to be a lot of problems that get solved, and there's going to be a lot of great coaching that happens come Saturday evening at Snapdragon. So get your tickets. You're going to see 2 elite teams, 2 elite staffs that get after it in a really, really highly competitive game. Again, where we get to defend our home and honor our seniors.
How do you, when you're going against an odd front or what you're calling an oaky front with a 2-gap defense, and this may be getting a little into the weeds for some people. I can't help myself.
Come on.
But like, do you in your mind's eye, do you visualize that defense as more of like a 3-man surface with the backers behind it? Or do you look at it with fast fill linebackers, like they'll come downhill in the game as almost like a bear front, like a 5-down front? That's like, hey, these are our guys that we want to get our biggest, baddest 5 blockers on these guys.
Yeah, I mean, so it's how downhill, how aggressive are they? Do they play in their okie? Is it a stack alignment, or are they more gapped, right? You kind of approach it in different angles from that regard, right? So these guys don't play a true stack approach. They're more gapped out, right? And then the front is able to match and marry to the back end, right? So got to get a little bit bigger probably. Again, kind of a necessity with what's going on with Nape and all the different things. But it's a unique challenge, right? And again, like not knowing exactly, all right, well, how is Coach Bojay going to go about it? Is he going to allow his guys to play off the ball and trust the guys to 2-gap it up front? Or is he going to fire them and go and try and dictate, like, knowing his personality and seeing his demeanor, like he ain't one to sit back and be dictated to. So I think he's going to probably come downhill and fire all barrels at us maybe. So it'll be a fun challenge again to see him, to say hello. And then again, like, have tremendous respect for Coach Ken and obviously for the time that's spent with Bojay and all that they're going through. And again, the response I know that their team's going to have, right? They got pride in their program, and those guys have an opportunity to go compete. And again, like we've talked at length about, these opportunities are very, very few and far between. So they're going to honor the game. We're going to honor the opponent. We're We're going to go get it on and, see how it all sorts out.
All right. So that was Sean Lewis from his show. Did Jim fall in the toilet? Jim left 10 minutes ago, and we have not seen him since. That's what happened. So Jim just left. Okay, right? We could get to the wrap on the other side. Greg Camarillo expected to join us. We'll talk about the NFL this weekend, what we saw last night at 4:30. John and Jim, we'll see if Jim returns. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app. All right. Update on Jim who went to the bathroom 20 minutes ago. I had an update. I'm like,
he lives.
Update on Jim is where we haven't seen him since. You fall in, he's back. He has walked in the room. We'll get an update here.
I don't think you want an update, bro.
You do the updates every 30 minutes. What happened? Why didn't you just tell me to play the Sean Lewis interview? We could have played it off. I'd be like, hey, John, let's get to that in a minute. Can we get to the Sean Lewis interview? And you could have like, wait.
Because you would have looked at me like, what?
Yeah, then I would have called you up. Like, what is going on?
You would have called me out. You don't want an update. Trust me. You don't want an update, dude. We can just move on.
Can we though?
No, we
It's
can't.
kinda hard to move on from.
I kid you not.
Where have you been?
I fell in, dude.
It's for like 20 minutes. Oh gosh.
So,
what do you mean? So
I'm not gonna go into detail. How long have we been?
That's never happened. We've done this show for 4 years. Has that happened?
No.
What did you eat
Today? Pizza. The pizza.
Don't
nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
No, yeah, more like an hour. Don't ever go in that bathroom
There are
ever
people
again.
having that pizza. Is anyone else experiencing these pizza symptoms?
Yeah, there's a line out the door. Everyone ate the pizza. There's in a bathroom right now.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I would suggest caution tape that bathroom door. Don't go there.
Dude, all right. You feel all right?
Dude, I feel better.
This isn't kidney stone related.
No.
Okay.
I would have known kidney stone.
Okay.
I can't even imagine if the kidney stone hit during that day while I was on air.
You would have left.
I had to. I would have had to.
Yeah.
It of course hit me right when I got home.
I would have called you soft.
And I'd have been like, you want a kidney stone?
No, I do not. I really don't. I don't want that.
This was just I can't.
You just had to go.
I can't.
What if you were doing a solo show? Say, Brent.
I would have been like, Brent, go to commercial, play Sean Lewis, do something.
Go to a 19-minute commercial.
Was it that long?
No, it was like 15.
It would have been like Major League when you remember when Euchre passed out and then the other guy, Monty, had to do the game.
It's a ball.
Caught.
It's a caught. Strike.
I was going to do the rap here, but I'm way more fascinated about.
No one's fascinated by this. Why are you fascinated about me going to the bathroom?
I don't know. It's the first time, so I'm kind of curious.
What do you want to know?
I don't want to know anything.
So why are you curious?
I'm not curious. I just know that we have Greg Camarillo joining us in the handful of minutes.
At least I didn't do it during the Craig Camarillo interview. I'm like, hey Greg, I gotta go. Huh?
John will ask my questions for me.
A lot of questions.
Yeah, where's Jim at? He's in the bathroom right now.
Jeez. All right. Listen, things happen. Not necessarily things, but happens, right?
Things definitely happen, that's for sure.
Okay.
But
are you good now? Or moving forward? Are you gonna be able to hang in for the final 90?
Arguably.
Only arguably. Okay.
Like I
do we have like Pepto?
Dude, that's a great
right. Isn't that
question.
a good call? They might have it in the kitchen. They have that little door that swings open and has like
little first aid thing,
like bandages. Like what? The things that are in there are so random.
They are very.
Aren't they so random? I'm like, radio.
You know what I think happened here?
Okay.
So I've been doing kind of like a gut cleanse. So every morning I drink like this like gut, like it's like a green juice.
Where'd you get this?
Aaron has it, and I wanted to try it one morning. It looks like it would taste awful.
Okay.
It looks like it's ground up grass. It's like a dark green color. It looks so unappealing, but it tastes fantastic.
Okay.
It tastes like fruit punch.
You've been doing this how long?
For a couple months now.
Couple months?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've noticed when I like eat like cheesy, greasy pizza,
it doesn't sit
or
well.
like a burger, it don't sit well. It's like in and out, and it's not pretty.
Well, when you say you noticed, that didn't really impact you earlier when you then.
Well, when I see
that.
pizza in front of me,
right.
I'm like, pizza.
Okay. So maybe the moral of the story is
eat healthy.
So you just have that in the morning once a day?
Yeah, once a day, and it's supposed to help clean your gut.
And is that a substitute for breakfast?
No, it's not like it doesn't have any protein in it. It's like it's like gut. It's like to support and to create a healthier gut, which I'm not really abiding by when I eat pizza and chips and candy all day here at the station.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. All right, Greg Camarillo, former NFL wide receiver.
On that note,
we'll get his 2 cents.
It's just we'll switch to NFL.
Yeah, we'll switch to the NFL. Bills lose. Any concern? Plus this weekend in the NFL, including Monday Night Football coming up as well. Greg Camarillo, the former NFL wide receiver, will join us next.
All right, this update is brought to you by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. We'll start with the Aztecs. They take on San Jose State tomorrow night, senior night at Snapdragon Stadium, 7:30 kickoff time. 5:30 is when our pregame coverage starts right here on 760. And then Monday night, San Diego State basketball takes on the Michigan Wolverines, number 7 ranked team in the country. 7:30 tip time for the Players Era tournament in Las Vegas. And on our sister station, Gem 95.7, SDFC takes on Minnesota in the MLS Cup semifinals match at Snapdragon Stadium. Need HVAC this month? Get 0% for 18 months on a new system. Schedule your free proposal at AndersonPHA.com. Anderson, fast, reliable, wow.
All right, let's talk some football. Greg Camarillo, the former NFL wide receiver, back with us. You can catch him each and every Sunday night, football night in San Diego on NBC7. So Joe Burrow has been practicing, could return as soon as this weekend. What do you make of this development, Greg? Because, I mean, Bengals, 3-7 overall. I know there was some talk of getting him back for Thanksgiving. Now it sounds like he could be back sooner. What do you expect to see from Joe Burrow?
I don't expect to see him. I don't know what they're thinking, what they got going on, why you would put him back out there after having surgery. And you're never 100% right when you make a comeback. They're 3-7. If they win this game, their odds of making the playoffs are 2%. So I have no idea why they would risk his body. He's their future. He's their franchise quarterback. Why they would put him out there? Jamar Chase is suspended for a game for spitting on Jalen Ramsey. The Bengals defense is historically bad in the amount of points that they're giving up. I honestly think it's just to mess with the Patriots. I think that this is their approach to a game plan of letting them think that there's a chance Joe Burrow will be out there. And that way, they have to try to scheme differently than playing against Joe Flacco. And then on top of that, they play Sunday and then they play again Thursday against Baltimore. So if you're injured, coming back and then playing 2 games in a week within 5 days, just doesn't seem like a great idea. So I think it's a bluff. I think they're messing with New England. And I'm really concerned if he goes out there and plays what they're thinking.
Do you think it's a bluff for this season? Like, would you not play him at all the rest of the year, knowing there's really nothing to play for? Or are you just talking about this weekend?
I honestly wouldn't play him. The season's gone. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're not going to make a run. Now, I understand as a coach, as an organization, you have a duty to your players to put your best, you give your team the best chance to go win a game. And the players know when you're doing that or not. It's very obvious when little things start happening. You're like, okay, they're clearly giving up on the year. And then it turns into selfish ball. But I would have find a way, have a little doctor come in and say, you know what, Joe's a little further behind than expected. His toe needs 2 more months to rest, and just have him gracefully bow out of the season. But it's hard to do that with keeping your team on board and them still believing on the coach.
So it looks like it's going to be Shedeur Sanders this weekend, first time starting for the Browns. I'm sure no one will be talking about it, but for you, nobody. What are you expecting from Shedeur? And did you take anything away from his 4 for 16, 47-yard, 2 interception performance this past weekend?
There you go. You don't even need to have watched the game. Those stats that you just shouted out right there say it all. Your 25% completion rate, you're throwing picks. He just looked like he wasn't ready. Now, I am very excited to see Shedeur Sanders. I'm still on the boat, a believer that he was unfairly treated in the draft process. I don't believe that everything that he did in Colorado and showed his skills earned him a 5th round pick. I think that was people not wanting a backup quarterback to have all the media attention, to have the Dion attention for someone that, would have been a second, third, 4th round pick. But he's there and he's starting. And so this is his chance to prove the doubters wrong. And now he went into the season as a 4th string quarterback. the team is not good. It's the Cleveland Browns. They have a good defense. Their offense is not good. Their offensive weapons are not good. So I don't think he's going to go out there and suddenly show, I should have been a first rounder. Look at the way I took this team to the next level. But what we do need to see from him is a command of the offense. We do need to see some poise. We need to see that he is, in fact, a potential starter, a second, third, fourth round pick, because all it's going to take is one bad starting performance for everyone to say, hey, this is why the GMs didn't pick him higher. And so I hope he comes out ready, and I hope he comes out and is able to score some points, make some good decisions, not throw picks, not throw a 25% completion rating, because he's got a lot to prove. And it's hard as a quarterback for the Browns. All 10,000 of the quarterbacks over the last 10 years for the Browns could agree that it's a tough place to be a quarterback. But, I'm hoping he puts on a show.
Yeah, I'm not overly convinced he's going to start the next 15 years for Cleveland based on their track record since 1999, but we'll see what it looks like this weekend. Greg Camarillo with us right now on John and Jim. Who do you think has more to prove this weekend in this Colts-Chiefs game?
Yeah, I mean, so you look at it where the Colts are, this is their test. The Chiefs have been the standard, the championship standard for the last 7 years. The Colts are trying to get back to that form, and this is their test. I don't think it means that much to them, because if they lose, they're still fine. They still got a great chance of winning their division. They're still going to be in the playoffs. The Chiefs, on the other hand, they're running out of time. They need this victory to even have a chance at making the playoffs. Their backs against the wall. This is where we get to see if Patrick Mahomes is up to the test, if Travis Kelce still has it left in his tank. If they lose this game, their chances of making the playoffs drop drastically. I can give you, it is, if they lose this game, 26% chance of making the playoffs. So the Chiefs have to win. They got to look at this like this is the start of their playoffs, and they're going to have to start winning every game from here on out. But that's when, the stars should shine. So it should be a fun matchup, but means way more to the Chiefs than it does to the Colts.
Are you a believer in the Chicago Bears? 7-3, they lead the NFC North, but they've kind of had these wins, whereas like by a couple points, low scoring. Like, do you believe in the Bears?
I want to believe in the Bears so bad. I like watching Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, the coach that was with the Lions as an offensive coordinator, that was kind of the genius behind their offense taking off, is now with the Bears, and he's got Caleb Williams playing really good football. I get excited because they just keep rallying off these wins, but then you dive a little deeper and realize that they are yet to beat a team that currently has a winning record. So they're racking up all these wins, but they're racking up wins that aren't translating to meaning that they're a playoff-ready team. And I think they might get a test this weekend. They've got the Steelers. It's questionable if Aaron Rodgers is going to play with an injured wrist. I hope he gets out there just because there's not much time left in his career, so we want to see him on the field. But the Steelers are a decent enough team where the Bears can now take their litmus test. Are they a team that can go beat a good team, or are they just going to stack up wins against bad teams and then lose the ones that matter? So this is their first major test. They got the Eagles after that. So we'll find out in these next 2 weeks how real the Bears are. But it's fun to watch, teams that have been bad for a decade have a little resurgence and become a contender.
Greg Camarillo with us right now on John and Jim. So Josh Allen last night, I think, sacked 8 times in a Bills loss to the Texans. They're 7-4 overall, but you look at them right now, it looks like they're more likely to be a wild card team than a division winner. What's your level of concern with the Bills?
Concerned, and I wasn't that way last week. I thought they just, they had a rough game against Miami and they rebound and be okay. I'm less concerned about the Bills than I am excited about the Texans. Ever since their quarterback, C.J. Stroud, went out with a concussion, they've actually trended up. And as Davis Mills at quarterback, but it's their defense. And you should have seen this coming with DeMeco Ryans, who was the defensive coordinator for the Niners for years, an outstanding leader, always had the Niners playing well, went to Houston, immediately made them good, and their defense is outstanding. They've got DBs that can cover. And what we really saw last night is they have defenders and linebackers that have the athleticism to match that of Josh Allen. And so where Josh Allen is lacking in his receiver weapons, he usually makes up for it just by running around. You know, if no one's open, he takes off, runs through people, over people, around people, picks up first down. But that Houston defense was aggressive enough, fast enough, flying around, and athletic enough to stick with Josh Allen, which led to quarterback pressures, which led to interceptions. So that Houston Texans defense is rolling, and they've got some momentum. CJ Stroud will come back, and he doesn't have to do all that much because the defense is great. So it's less of a concern about where the Bills are and more of an excitement of what the Texans and their potential could be.
I remember asking you about Drake May maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago about being one of the top quarterbacks in the league this year. Well, Patriots 9-2. Drake May's got a 113 quarterback rating, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, almost 3,000 passing yards already. Have the Patriots and Drake May done anything recently to change your mind about them?
Oh man, I remember you asked me if he's a top 5 quarterback, and I look at it every week and I think, well, you know, it's so hard to crack that top 5 just because of, you know, you just rally off the guys immediately. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. And then there's little space there. And he's creeping up there. This Patriots team is outstanding. They're going to win their division. And that's, you know, with the Bills faltering like they did last night, the Patriots kind of can just glide into winning the AFC East and into the playoffs. They're outstanding. They're a good team. They're well coached. They're well rounded. Drake May's playing great. I can't put him in that top 5, but I am very impressed with what the Patriots have done so far.
So top 3, not top 5. Maybe top 2.
He's not 2.
No. Greg, we appreciate you. We'll be watching this weekend football night in San Diego on NBC7 as we get ready for another slate of NFL action. So thanks for hopping on, man.
And happy Thanksgiving, since we won't talk to you next week.
Right.
I appreciate you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Take care, Greg. Happy Thanksgiving. Why, you're not working on Thursday?
Or Friday?
Greg is. There's an NBC7 show on Thursday.
Well, let me tell you what Greg and the boys have done. Little behind the scenes.
I wonder, is it something that maybe they would like tape in advance?
I think it might be.
I don't think they want that publicly out there.
Oopsie.
All right, we have a giveaway for you on the other side, a family 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld San Diego's Christmas celebration. We'll do that coming up. If you missed our conversation earlier today with Andre Hekverdian, who covers the Aztecs for the East Village Times, you'll hear that at 5:30. We're here until 6. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, John and Jim, we're giving away a 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld San Diego's Christmas celebration in about 8 minutes. So we'll do that coming up later.
The countdown is on.
Countdown is on for a 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld San Diego's Christmas celebration. We could all go together.
We could.
Good night. Going on right now.
Go next week.
Could.
Even though it's Thanksgiving.
Right. You want to go on Thanksgiving?
To Christmas?
Go see
a Christmas thing?
Yeah, that would be kind of weird. No. I'm assuming SeaWorld's closed on Thanksgiving.
My guess is yes.
But the animals, I bet the belugas are still there.
Well, yeah, they're not
like, hey, we're going to take the day off.
Hey, we're going to leave.
Oh, let's take off our beluga costumes.
We're going to the beach today.
We're going to go back to the ocean for the weekend. We'll be back after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, what time do we have to report on Friday?
Yeah. When do you need us back in the aquarium?
They're going on strike. We want
the belugas are on strike. They don't want to be in a fish tank anymore.
Yeah,
people going around like, "Ooh, look at you."
This is going on though right now through January 4th over at SeaWorld.
Okay.
Are you a rides guy?
Define
rides guy.
Like,
do you like roller coasters? Based on you leaving for 20 minutes to use the restroom earlier, I'm going to say no.
Do you remember, like, the first year we became a show?
No.
And and we were in Los Angeles for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you almost got us killed actually. Because some guy was like on a bike, like riding down the side of the street in LA.
Here we go.
And he like nearly like ran us over, and you turn around, like started cursing, like blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you're gonna get us killed.
Well, because he yelled a racial slur at us.
Okay, well, so we're gonna reply and then get killed.
I wasn't having it.
No, you really weren't.
But anyway. I'm glad that's the one thing you remember from our trip.
I remember that
to Los Angeles.
Vividly.
I know you do because you were so scared. Like,
I was
Jim,
so scared.
Stop it.
Running.
Let him do whatever he wants.
I remember Jim was so excited because he came back with a Harry Potter wand.
That's where I was going.
Was cool.
So we went to Universal Studios.
Oh yeah,
and we went on rides.
Oh, didn't you end up really
sick? I had to tap out because I was about to throw up.
Yeah, I think what put you over the edge was the Simpsons ride, or was it before it? Or
it was before it. We went on. I forget what ride it was.
A lot.
But the ride that basically like pushed me to the edge.
Yeah, which one?
Was the Transformers ride.
Remind me what it was. Was it
It was just like a virtual. We went through. It's like a ride that you go through the whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But I was in the middle and it was not good. I remember I was like biting my tongue.
You know, it's funny you say that because later that night, because again, there's so many like visual effect rides. The Simpsons ride,
I tapped
queasy.
Out. I did not go on the Simpsons ride.
You would have puked everywhere if you went on it.
I know.
I'm serious.
And I remember we got a picture together. Do you remember this?
Do you look white as a ghost?
Let me pull it up.
Let's see it.
Dude, I am pale white. I am.
Are
like,
you really?
You can just look at my face and see that I was not feeling good.
The issue was they let us go on all the rides. There was nobody there. And we just went from ride to ride to ride to ride.
And we were drinking.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
We were drinking.
Got to skip all the lines.
Terrible. We got to skip the lines.
We did.
What was the coolest ride?
Probably the Harry Potter one.
That was cool.
Even though it stopped in the middle and we like,
you're like,
the lights went on and we could see like the entire thing.
Yeah, it was weird.
So like,
let me see this picture.
It's black and white.
Oh, were you whiter in this picture or the helicopter ride in Hawaii?
That's a good question.
Yeah, Jim doesn't do well with like
movement.
I don't do well with So remember, this was it.
Let me see this. Yeah, I do remember this. But this is you look white as a ghost because the picture is white.
I know it's black and white, but I guarantee you, if I had a like picture that wasn't black and white, I would be very, very pale.
Yeah, you look like you're going to die.
I was about to die. I don't know how I didn't throw up that day.
I don't know how you didn't.
What are you doing?
I don't know. It's like highlighted, like it's a sticker.
There you go. There.
Like the phone case.
Thanks.
Well, I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know.
But, oh yeah. So,
belugas?
But you're saying that you're not are you not a roller coaster guy though?
I can be, but I don't like the roller coasters that like go in a circle. Even though all of them go in a circle.
They all go in a circle, man. Have you ever done
the virtual rides? Those ones Ooh boy.
What's the wooden coaster
like
here?
I'll do roller coasters and I'll do the virtual rides like all day, but like I wouldn't do like the tilt-a-whirl or like the teacups and like those things.
Dude,
those will make me
Jones.
puke. Yeah, those will make me
I
puke.
did that with Jones by mistake. The teacup.
Oh,
it was we had to stop the ride. I told the dude, I'm like, stop the ride. My son is going. You talk about looking white as a ghost. It was like 3 or 4. It was the worst idea ever. That's like the last time I went on a ride. Have you ever done the Giant Dipper, Belmont Park?
Yes,
it's a good ride.
It's a fun ride.
Yeah, it's a good ride.
Now it's that one. While you're on it, it sounds like the thing's gonna break.
Yeah,
I don't like wooden coasters.
Wooden coasters, man.
Great America in Gurnee, Illinois had the oldest wooden roller coaster like ever, but you would walk by it and you could hear the wind and it'd just be like,
This isn't safe, guys.
Yeah, I'm not getting on that. It's like John and his 99.9%, airplane thing.
You're
It's like I'm
that
not getting
thing's
on
not-
that crickety thing.
I mean, that is a good point. Like, have you ever thought about that? You go on a roller coaster, like,
does anybody
does
realize?
everyone really make it out?
Like, is this the safest thing ever? Because the guy that's operating the ride is like,
like
smoking
11.
a joint and his like pants are down to his ankles and he's like,
He's
hey,
like
how
a
you
general.
doing?
Yeah.
You're like, are you like, you know how to operate this thing?
But like, they seem to be remarkably safe. I mean, you and I we've all been on roller coasters over the years.
Yeah.
We've lived to tell.
I'm sure that Carney had like a whole 2 hours of training before he.
Of course. I was like, I just pressed the big button over here to stop it.
I like roller coasters. Now, I don't like the most I don't want, like, if there's 9 roller coasters at a park, I'm not going on the
one
the most crazy, but I would probably go on like the other ones.
You know what I wouldn't want to do is the one that goes up like back and forth.
Oh yeah.
And it gets higher and higher. It's like the pendulum swing.
Like the boat thing.
Dude, the boat thing is the worst.
Oh.
How about the boat thing that flips?
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I
though.
do.
Yeah, the one that goes all the way
I'm
around
not
eventually. Yeah, no.
I am not
about
doing that.
How about the one that goes all the way up, like the very top of something, and then just like free fall drops?
Oh no. I keep it to this very like simple.
Like last time I went to Disneyland, I like the Matterhorn. That's a good ride.
That's just like a standard coaster, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good ride.
Yeah.
Because like
Sure.
at nighttime you can see all of like the park.
They don't have. Correct me if I'm wrong. They don't have Space Mountain at Disneyland, do they?
They do.
Okay, because I've only been to it at Disney World.
I do love Space
Okay,
Mountain.
okay, it's
Space
a good
Mountain's
ride.
Great.
Yeah.
I like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Great
Sorry,
ride.
I'm a
That's
sucker
good
for
ride.
that ride.
It's a good ride.
Sorry.
Yep.
I like Haunted House. Sorry, sucker for Haunted House.
Sure.
I like the new Star Wars rides, even though I haven't been on the brand new one, the Millennium Falcon one. Cool.
Okay.
What else? Hey, I do like Small World. I like a Small World.
You like It's a Small World
I like
after
it.
all? It's
I
a
like.
Small World
I like
after
It's a
all?
Small World. Yes, I do.
That's all I need to know. I could see that.
That
You
ride
could-
makes Jim feel tall.
Yes. Hey.
I could see you like that. That's all I need to know about you.
I do like the Star Wars ride in Tomorrowland. You know what I'm talking about? You like sit in. It's like a virtual ride, but it doesn't make you like queasy.
I don't.
Okay. Trying to think of what other rides I like there.
See, my weird thing with roller coasters is I'm afraid of heights.
Oh yeah, you're screwed.
So no, I'll go on them, but on the ascent,
Oh, it's the worst.
I will have my eyes closed the entire
Dude, the
time.
ascent is-
and then once I feel like we start to go down a little bit, then I'll open them because you start going so
Dude,
fast you can't
it's
tell
long,
anyone.
man.
the
That
big-
ascent.
Is the Big Dipper the one? Or no, not the Big Dipper. The one that like makes you wet, gets you wet.
Oh, Splash
Who?
Mountain.
Splash Mountain. They like got rid of Splash Mountain, but
Yeah, it's like Tatiana's.
yeah, it's different.
It's a different Disney princess.
I mean, who
right
really
now.
wants to get like? I don't go to an amusement park to get like soaked. Because
I
then the
was-
rest of the day I'm
depends.
soaked.
I was an idiot when I went to Disneyland one time. Went on Splash Mountain, like one of like the third
Right.
ride,
and then you're drenched all day.
and like in the middle of the ride, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get wet.
It
And
tells you in the line.
got soaked.
Right.
Yeah, but that's one of those things where if it's like a 95-degree California
That
day,
is good.
then let me get soaked because I'll dry off just in the sun
but if
within
it's
like an hour.
67 and your
Oh,
like
yeah.
socks are drenched all day. All right, call right now if you want a family 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld San Diego's Christmas celebration. 877-767-4760. 877-767-4760. Caller 4 You've got a family 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld San Diego's Christmas
Indiana Jones is
celebration.
also a good ride too.
Twinkling Lights meet Ocean Delights November 14th through January 4th. You can experience the magic of the season and meet incredible animals like belugas, penguins, and sea otters. Plus, check out a winter wonderland with a million dazzling lights and the all-new Clyde and Seymour's Christmas tickets and more at SeaWorldSanDiego.com. Caller 4, you're going 877-767-4760. That's a great giveaway. All right, Andre Hagverdian on the Aztecs football team at 5:30. Final hour of John and Jim coming up next. Stay with us.
All right, this update's brought to you by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. San Diego State takes on San Jose State tomorrow night, 7:30 kickoff time. 5:30 is when our pregame coverage starts. Listen to the game on San Diego Sports 760. Monday night at 7:30, San Diego State takes on Michigan in the Players Era Tournament, number 7 ranked team in the country. 7:30 start time there. On our sister station, you can listen to SDFC taking on Minnesota in the semifinals of the MLS Cup starting at 7:30 p.m. Need HVAC this month? Get 0% for 18 months on a new system. Schedule your free proposal at AndersonPHA.com. Anderson, fast, reliable, wow.
It's John and Jim.
Let's face it, in your particular field, you're the top minds.
Your favorite pair.
Interesting job you guys had.
Very smart and very modern.
They are John and Jim.
What do you need to know about me?
Taking a look at tomorrow's Aztecs matchup with San Jose State. How close are the Scarlet and Black to a title game berth? New manager, possibly new ownership. How will the offseason continue to develop for the Padres? Plus a look ahead to the NFL weekend. We are live from the San Diego Sports 760 studios with John and Jim.
All right, San Diego, Southern California, what's going on? Final hour of John and Jim. We may be on the radio. We're not on the radio right now, right? But we are on the app, Jim.
So can we say anything we want?
I don't think that's how it works. We are on YouTube. It's so funny when you're not on the. It's not like I'm announcing to the radio, "Hey, radio listeners, we're not on the radio, so go to the app." I mean, nobody can hear us on the radio.
But if someone's listening on the radio, we got people in our comment section like, "You guys, the 760's down."
It's just down.
So no one decided.
Okay, well, they're going to get it taken care of.
No one wanted to tell us.
Well, they wanted us to keep doing this quality program.
Talking about roller coasters.
All right, if you missed our conversation with Andre Hekverdian, who covers San Diego State football, you'll hear that coming up at 5:30. We spent a little bit of time today on the Padres and their offseason needs. We haven't spent any time today on STFC, and we will get you ready on Monday. Now, Monday's going to be an interesting day. Monday's going to be an interesting day because I'm in Las Vegas. You're away for the holidays. I'm doing a kind of a short show from 2 to 4, and then JRef, Jonathan Rifkin, you may know him.
Yeah.
He's going to do a show from 4 to 6. And then we got Aztec basketball at 7:30, pregame coverage at 6:30. Are you and like JRef kind of like rivals? Because you at one point produced Darren's show, and then he produced Darren's show.
Why would we be rivals?
You looked at me like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's like you both like produced Darren's show.
So
does that make you rivals?
No. What?
I don't know, man.
So what, all three of us did Willard's show. Does that mean we're rivals?
All three of us produced.
It's like the scene from The Office where you have like the finger guns and we're just like all staring at each other down. We're like, who's gonna bite first?
Right.
Who's gonna budge first here? Bang, bang, bang.
So you were the first full-time producer of Mark and Rich? You being Jim?
Yes.
And then you bailed.
No, I did bail. Did I bail?
You just left? You just got up and left?
I did leave, yeah.
And then I guess Brent was kind of handling the duties while you were gone. And then I came in.
You took over for
me. I basically took over for you, and I ran that board like a pro.
No, you didn't.
I was terrible on that thing.
How many times?
How many times Brian or Kyle would call me and be like, "The mics are hot," all the time.
Really?
Yes, it was bad, and then I didn't know what I was doing.
And
that's the problem. Because I'm not. You know me.
You're not good with technology.
I'm not good with technology. I mean, I don't know how much.
I've seen you operate technology, and you're like a 2-year-old. You're like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Just press the on button." You're like, "Oh."
Would you say you're good with running the board? If you had to do it right now, it's not like you're running the board every day.
I could do it.
You know how to do it.
I'm rusty.
Fred said, "Could you?"
Well, I remember that one time I was sick and you had to run the board, and it was like a disaster.
Because I was trying to talk on the radio, answer phone calls at the exact same time. John asked me a question. I'm like, "There's a phone call," and you're like, "What?"
That day was crazy.
And then I think the computer froze. So I couldn't play something. But like when I was doing what Brent was doing, yeah, I could run the board easily.
If I had to, let's say I had to run the board right now.
Go do it.
I mean, I could do it all. I don't know how to get a break.
I mean, there's nothing to do.
I think
right
you hit some button.
Yeah, you do.
Nailed it.
Board, and then boom.
It's like riding a bike.
But if you had to play sound,
no, maybe. I don't think so.
Did a cut sound, play sound?
I mean, I haven't done it in a year. I mean, it's been years. They kind of realized once I stopped producing, like, we're probably good. Like, he's not capable of going back.
Are we not on the radio yet? Hello?
We will be. Say it's Monday, Jim. Relax. Monday.
Won't be here Monday.
No, it's true. So we haven't even touched on SDFC because that's we'll get you ready on Monday, was my point. Because SDFC is also going to play on Monday, and San Diego State is going to play on Monday. This is kind of like, are you getting nervous for SDFC? This Western Conference semifinals back home. It's been 15 days, long hiatus. Win or go home. Like, what are your nerves like for Monday with SDFC?
I mean, they're high. I mean, once you get to Monday night, you have the expectations. You're the home favorite. I feel like, being in that spot, home favorite, there's more nerves for the home team than the team that quote unquote has nothing to lose. Not saying they don't have it, not saying Minnesota has nothing to lose, but Minnesota is not in a situation where they're the favorites, where they're in a comfortable position at home, and they've won at Snapdragon Stadium earlier this year. So, I mean, you're at a point of your season where it's kind of crazy that, like, you're 3 wins away from an MLS Cup. You're a win away from hosting the conference finals.
Right. And 2 wins away from just playing for the MLS Cup.
Now, the schedule, John.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just pull this up here.
Oh, the winner, if it's San Diego, plays Sunday.
Right. So, let's see. So, Vancouver and LAFC play tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. The winner of that game plays the winner of SDFC Minnesota.
So they got kind of a 2-day head start, by the way, in terms of rest, at least. Right. They have a full week.
LAFC's on the road against Vancouver.
Right.
LAFC's the favorite. No, Vancouver's the favorite.
These are at home. When are the other matches in the Eastern Conference? I'm curious, because if Philadelphia wins,
Sunday.
that means that's Sunday. Because if Philadelphia wins, SDFC cannot host an MLS Cup.
Cincinnati, Miami on at 2 p.m. on Sunday. And then Philadelphia and NYCFC at 4:45.
Right. So if NYCFC wins, there's still a path for SDFC not only playing in the MLS Cup but hosting it.
Right.
If Philadelphia wins, you'd still love to be in the MLS Cup. It's just not going to be in San Diego.
The 3 best teams in the Eastern Conference are all in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Philly,
right.
Cincinnati, Miami.
Yeah. So, and that's no problem. I mean, again, the like crazy dream scenario, like if you could just draw it all up and make it storybook, is you're probably playing NYCFC at home and in the MLS Cup.
Hey,
I mean, that's amazing.
Here's the dream scenario. You're just in the MLS Cup final.
No, the dream scenario is winning it.
That too, but I'm saying before that, because you're like looking at home road stuff.
Well, I'm just saying to cap it off, when you prefer it at home.
You would prefer it at home.
As opposed to Philadelphia.
But you always say this, like, just get in the game. Like, I don't care where it's at.
I do say that.
Just get in the game. And if they're in the game and they have to go to Philadelphia, or they got to go to Cincinnati, or they got to go to Miami.
I'm cool with that.
Like,
that's amazing.
Who cares? They're in it at least.
Again, the sexiest, the most eyeballs. Like if you're playing Miami in the MLS Cup, that's insane.
Oh my God.
Right? That would be insane.
You have probably the one and 2 MVPs. Like Messi's going to win the MVP.
Right.
Anders Dreyer probably is going to finish second.
Yeah, exactly. But again, I'm with you on your point, which is like, it doesn't have to be Miami for me. I don't really care who they play if they're in the MLS Cup, is what I would say. What do you got?
Look at the chat.
Okay.
I know exactly what's happening.
What is happening with the radio?
Something's bleeding into our signal.
Can you fix it?
I can't fix jack. You know what, John?
Right. Does this all stem back from when you left for 15 minutes?
Maybe.
And then everything hit the fan?
Hello? Is there anybody out there?
They're working out. They're going to get it taken care of. You will be able to hear SDFC on Jamma 95.7 on Monday.
Yes, you will.
Because you're going to be hearing San Diego State basketball, hopefully, once the signal gets fixed on Monday on San Diego Sports 760. So that's the plan for Monday. But a big Monday night, just in general, for San Diego sports fans. Big Monday night for San Diego sports fans.
Gotta have the double TV action.
Yeah, like the way to do it right, because one of them's on Apple TV. The other, do you know where you can watch San Diego State basketball on Monday night?
Where?
It'll remind you of the tournament. True TV.
True TV?
True TV for Monday night. They play on, I think, TNT on Tuesday against Oregon. But yeah, you got to have the double screen action for Monday night. SDFC back home, Western Conference semifinals. That match is sold out, by the way. That is going to be a heck of an atmosphere Monday night at Snapdragon Stadium. Of course, you can listen to San Diego State football as well. Coming up Saturday night at 7:30 with pregame coverage at 5:30. Also at Snapdragon Stadium. If you missed Andre Hackverdi, and speaking of the Aztecs football team, you'll hear our conversation coming up at 5:30. We have Jim's back page still ahead as well. We are here until 6 p.m. on this Friday evening. This is John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, and live on the iHeartRadio app. All right, hey guys, it is John and Jim again for the all-new Jamul Casino Resort, the Players Place, and now open the hotel and spa at Jamul. It is the next level of luxury. You can treat yourself to a stunning new stay, rooftop relaxation, indulgent spa treatments, and all the thrills of Jamul Casino Resort, now all in one unforgettable destination.
Savor San Diego's ultimate endless dining experience at Jamul 23, from their world-famous lobster brunch, served every morning, to the luxurious VIP endless dining experience each evening, indulgent chef-created specialties, fresh seafood, prime cuts, and decadent desserts, all with stunning panoramic views.
You're going to want to check out this spa at Jamul because you can unwind in style, experience pure relaxation with indulgent treatments, serene spaces, and a retreat designed to refresh your body and mind. Only at Jamul Casino Resort, the Players Place. We're back. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760 here until 6 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow, senior night, Snapdragon Stadium, Aztecs, San Jose State. Pregame coverage at 5:30. Me and Rich have the call at 7:30, right here on your home for the Aztecs, San Diego Sports 760. We are told, Jim, that our radio signal
we are back.
Is back.
Potentially.
Booming throughout Southern California.
I'm not entirely well, yeah, we are.
No, we're back. He's got the button.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's listening. All right. Brent says we're back.
We are back.
We kind of buried the lead. Campy. We talked about him a couple of hours ago, but Luis Campusano is back.
We buried the lead.
Fully guaranteed deal.
That's what we got.
You spent 4 hours on Tyler Wade last year.
Yeah, come on, man.
I listened to that show.
I could spend 4 hours on Campy.
We haven't had to. But Luis Campusano, per Dennis Lynn here, the terms, fully guaranteed, 1-year deal, $900,000. Now, because of his career, he's out of options. He's already been optioned the 3 times. So he is out of options. But Luis Campusano seemingly has a path to make the Padres major league roster in 2026 after going hitless in 2025. Like truly hitless. He didn't have a hit in the major leagues a year ago, but he'll have an opportunity to some extent maybe to earn a job in 2026. Missing piece?
It's like, hey, we'll try this again, maybe.
Yeah, run it kind of back.
It's almost like going back to your ex. You know it's not going to work, but you're like, this time around, it could work.
It's so true.
It could work.
Yeah, it's so true.
And then you realize actually it's not gonna work.
And you never thought it would, but you
thought that for like a brief second, you're like, oh, there's some glimmer of hope in there.
What do you think the theory on Campy is like, why not? Lesser of two evils.
It's, hey, what do we got in our system that we don't have to go out and spend money to go get? Oh, right. A bat? Yeah, we got one right here in Campy. Let's see if it works.
Right. I mean, there's no risk. Right. I mean, $900,000 is basically the major league minimum.
There's only a reward. The only thing here is like if Campy doesn't perform, you tried it.
You can send him down. He's on waivers.
Yeah, right. But if it does work,
you look smart.
You look smart. And you also kind of look like, why the hell did you go through that whole Martin Maldonado, Elias Diaz BS last year?
Right, considering he was hitting last year in AAA, but not
they might just have him as a DH.
Over under on home runs hit by Luis Campusano in the major leagues for the San Diego Padres next year.
What's the line at? 1.5?
No, it would have to be higher than that.
8.5.
It's funny because in the rap that we didn't do because you were in the bathroom.
You want to do that now?
Put it at 10.
Let's do that right now. Can we do the rap right now?
Do we have the rap? Hold on. Let me make sure I actually completed it. Yeah, let's Brent, if you have it, we can do it momentarily here and we can try to answer.
I messed up the whole show because I had to go to the bathroom.
Took the signal off the air.
It was that bad.
It's time for the wrap. Presented by Sombrero Mexican Food. Check out their website at sombreromex.com.
Well, Campy hit more or less than 10 homers next season in the major leagues.
That is a big number.
Dude, way less, bro. 10?
10's a number.
10?
10's a number now.
10?
More than 10 means 11. That's a big number.
I'm taking the under, and I'm going to the bank afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're almost guaranteeing under?
Oh, my gosh.
So but what you're saying is you don't envision a world where he gets like 300 or more plate appearances? Because if you got like 300 plate appearances.
I thought you were going to say 300 or more home runs.
No, like if you got 300 plate appearances, couldn't he hit 10 home runs? I mean, it's not that crazy.
Just by sheer
like
amount of at-bats and opportunities you get. It's like you're going to run into 8 to 10.
He's a quote-unquote slugger. I mean, he's hit home runs.
He's hit 17 in his career in the big leagues, and you expect him to hit 10 home runs this year?
11, actually.
11?
I'm taking the under.
Yeah, of course
you sold me on it.
Yeah,
under. Next question.
Who wins Sunday's Chiefs-Colts game?
The Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs. Because Greg Camarillo said if they don't, they have a 26% chance of making the postseason.
They're also at home. They're not going to lose at home to the Colts and Daniel Jones. Not happening.
We said that earlier this year, though.
Jonathan Taylor has been the best running back in football this year. Or him and Christian McCaffrey have been the two best running backs. Jonathan Taylor for just pure rush yards. Christian McCaffrey for the dual threat that he is. McCaffrey's going to have 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving. He'll catch over 100 balls. And
he'll be inactive for the wild card game.
And he's going to break his ankle in week 17.
Exactly. So congrats.
Thanks.
What was the point? I think the Chiefs win because they have to win. Desperate team theory. Next question.
Will Lucky Sutton rush for 100 yards against San Jose tomorrow?
Yes, because they're going to give him the ball a lot. The game plan my guess is going to be close to the game plan that Boise State had, because it could be. Is it going to be wet tomorrow?
No, it's not supposed to rain tomorrow.
A little bit in the morning. That's it.
Yeah, not at night.
Still, I think that they're going to give Lucky Sutton 25 carries tomorrow, and he'll rush for over 100 yards. Is going to be my guess.
I think he's rushed for 100 yards in 4 of his last 5 games. He's been terrific. He's had a couple of career highs in there. It's over 1,000 semifinalists as a top 10 running back in the nation. Yeah, I do believe he'll go for 100 yards again for San Diego State. Next question.
Are you guys worried about the Bills?
Yeah, could you sleep last night?
No, you just saw I'm tired. I'm very tired. I couldn't sleep.
The Buffalo Bills, not like your electric bill.
I'm worried about both.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, I was a little wrong on that one last night. I said Bills by 20.
I said by 19.
They lost by 5 or something.
Yeah. Josh Allen got sacked 8 times yesterday.
I'm a little worried, and I think Sean McDermott, this could be the end for him. Because this is the year.
Interesting.
This is the year.
Yeah,
the
with
Chiefs
the clear
are down.
Yep.
But again, you're not winning your division.
Makes it so much harder.
So I think that if the Bills don't make a run to at least the Super Bowl, if I'm Buffalo, Sean McDermott, you're gone.
What if it was a conference championship game and then they lose on the road?
No, done. I think
loses at Denver.
Yeah, I think you're done. I think this is it for Sean McDermott.
Unless they make
at some point.
Yeah,
you have to change things.
Right.
You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Is Sean McDermott even a good head coach?
Right. Like at some point, Josh Allen
a good coach because Josh Allen's there.
Right. And at some point, you want to give Josh Allen what's necessary to get to a Super Bowl. Like Josh Allen's been around for a while at this point, right?
Yeah.
How old is he? Was my point.
Like 27.
No, he's older than that. Get out of here. Right.
28. I don't know.
I was going to say 30. It's 29. Okay. When was he drafted? 2018. So yeah, he's been around a little bit.
There was because Colin Cowherd and Jason McIntyre love to come up with these crazy scenarios.
Mm-hmm. What's the scenario?
Tell me what you think of this scenario.
Okay.
Brian Daboll
is the head coach of the Bills,
because if you remember where Brian Daboll came from to get the Giants job, where did he come from? Buffalo. Who loved Brian Daboll's offensive coordinator in Buffalo?
Josh Allen.
But
has Brian Daboll shown anyone that he's capable of winning at that level as a head coach?
No. But look, if you gave him Josh Allen, maybe things are different. And I think they need an offensive-minded head coach. John McDermott, defensive-minded coach, and every year their defense lets them down.
What about Belichick?
No chance.
Yeah, that is interesting about the Bills just in general. Like, at what point is it's gotten stale with Sean McDermott?
I think it's past time. I bet you if I turn on Buffalo radio, sports talk radio, that there would be a lot of people saying that this Sean McDermott ain't it.
And asking why the Sabres are never good.
That too.
All right, on the other side, Andre Hekverdian, East Village Times on the Aztecs senior night matchup tomorrow against San Jose State. Sabres are up 5-1 right now, by the way. Stay with us, Sean and Jim, San Diego Sports 760
Sabres
live on the iHeartRadio app.
This update is brought to you by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. San Diego State takes on San Jose State tomorrow night at Snapdragon Stadium. 7:30 kickoff time. 5:30 is when our pregame coverage starts for senior night. You can listen to all the action right here on San Diego Sports 760. On Monday night, San Diego State basketball takes on the number 7 ranked team in the country, Michigan, in the Players Era tournament. 7 p.m. tip time there. And at 7:30, SDFC takes on Minnesota in their semifinal match at Snapdragon Stadium. That match can be heard on our sister station, Jammin' 95.7. Need HVAC? This month, get 0% for 18 months on a new system. Schedule your free proposal at AndersonPHA.com. Anderson, fast, reliable, wow.
All right, John and Jim. I kind of want to react to this, but
I kind of do too.
Yeah. Do you want to react to it? Let's react to it. We don't need to play the interview right now.
Hold on.
All right, Michael Kay, longtime voice of the New York Yankees, also hosts the Michael Kay Show in New York. Very successful radio show. He's often competed with WFAN. He's been on The Competitor, but he's been on the air for decades, 2+ decades, easy on radio, 3+ decades, easy on television. So he's got a successful radio show that also I think is like streamed on TV. Well, he went on a little bit of a rant. We're not going to play it right now. We're not going to play it right now because we're just seeing it in real time. But the long and the short of it is he says that the Yankees should try and make a trade for Fernando Tatis Jr. That's Michael Kay, who's the longtime voice on television for the New York Yankees, the longtime host of the Michael Kay Show, saying that the Yankees, Jim, should try to make a trade for Fernando Tatis Jr. The one issue is the Padres just said publicly he won't be traded. The other issue is he has a full no trade clause.
The New York sports talk hosts and fans are so desperate for something that's just not going to happen this offseason.
They always do try to force things like these Yankees fans,
like,
obviously.
They are so desperate this offseason for that to happen. It's not going to happen. It might happen in another offseason.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But this offseason is just like not going to happen.
Like they flat out told you it's not happening. Like, if I thought there was a chance of it happening, I would say I think there's a chance of it happening. But AJ Preller said during Craig Stammen's press conference days ago, literally, he's like, no. They flat out said it as bluntly as possible.
From a 1 to 10, how shocked would you be if they traded Tatis this
10.
offseason? Yep, me too.
10.
I'd
full
be
10, even with the
12,
even with the ownership thing.
13,
10.
27.
Hike. No, I do not see it. I just don't. Now, do I want Fernando Tatis Jr. to play better? Yeah, I do. I really do.
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking about is, hey, can this guy actually play better?
I would not trade him off last year, by the way. If I'm going to trade him, I'd rather trade him off next year and hope that he performs to a higher level. And I don't think he's traded in the next year or two. I don't. Like, is there a point in the next 8? I can't predict 8 years from now. Could he be traded in 5 years? Of course he could. Could he be traded this offseason? To me, it's incredibly unlikely.
Could he be traded next offseason? Meh.
Even that sounds unlikely to me. Be 27.
But like just this offseason alone, you're out of your mind.
That's what I think.
The Yankees manager is pissed off because Trent Grisham accepted his qualifying offer for 1 year.
You put the band back together?
Toddy and
put them next to each other
Grisham
again?
in center.
Got 2 Gold Glovers.
Wow. Or no, Toddy in left. Because you got Judge out. No, Judge will play in right field, right?
Oh, well, you're gonna move.
What an outfield.
I mean
I can tell you this: if Tatis played every day at Yankee Stadium, all those warning track bombs he hit at Petco,
he had a lot of those,
will be home runs.
I will tell you one thing: if he ever ended up playing for the New York Yankees, he's gonna hit a lot more home runs than he hit here.
That is true.
It'll just happen. I guarantee it.
Right.
More protection in his lineup, better ballpark to hit in, and better division to hit in. Truthfully,
yeah. If Trent Grisham's gonna hit 35 there, Tatis is gonna hit like 60 something. He should.
But no, stop trying to put a square in a circle. Yankees fans and media members will do this. This isn't like, oh my gosh, I'm so surprised they would link a star to the New York Yankees. I mean, that's what the Yankees are. That's who the Yankees are as an organization. That's what their fans want. A little bit of like the Lakers in there. They want stars, right? They want to be relevant all year long.
They want to poach other teams' stars.
Yeah, they don't care about the quote unquote smaller market
because they're the Yankees.
But I think when
go get Garrett Cole, go get Fernando Tatis Jr.,
go get Paul Skeens. But what I don't like about it is when you haven't done the research where, like, if you've read the reporting and listened to the general manager, it doesn't make sense.
Now, play devil's advocate.
Okay, do it.
There has been times in sports history, John, I would say even here in San Diego,
Soto,
where you're like, you hear from the GM and they tell you, we're not doing this, we're not trading this guy, and then they trade that guy.
Well, that is true. And, you did ask AJ Preller, you asked Preller about Soto, didn't you?
And he didn't say he wasn't going to trade him. He just said that, I forget
He's a
what he
great
said.
player.
He's like, yeah, we like him.
Exactly. So, no, you are right. But give me, the devil's advocate. Now you're the Padres organization. What's your primary motivation to move Fernando Tatis Jr. right now? What are you solving by moving him? You're freeing up some money? Is that the goal? You're addressing starting pitching? Is that the goal? What's your goal? What are you trying to accomplish by moving Fernando Tatis Jr.?
You're not trying to get better.
I mean, I'm saying if you
what you're trying to accomplish if you're moving Fernando Tatis Jr. is to free up money. But no one wants to hear that and no one likes it.
Yeah. And by the way, if I'm the Padres, it's like, I wouldn't want to. I lost my train of thought. If I'm the Padres, I don't think. Now we said we didn't think they could get better by trading Juan Soto. They actually might have gotten better.
They probably, because if they didn't trade Juan Soto, you don't get Michael King, you don't get Kyle Higashioka, Randy Vasquez. Those are like the three players in the deal that really helped you. And by the way, you also got Drew Thorpe that led to Dylan Cease for 2024.
Correct.
So that was like a branch.
Yeah,
I
see what you're saying. I'm not saying that you couldn't be better because I don't know what the trade would look like, but I'm also saying there's a chance you're not going to be better. Also, he's 26. So your 26-year-old cornerstone piece is the one that you're moving this offseason? No, thanks. The Padres fans would not.
If Tatis has another year offensively where he hits like 265, 26 homers, 75 RBIs, 794 OPS, do you consider it? Because it's just at some point you're like, this guy's not going to get that to that point that we need.
There's going to come a time, yes. Nobody can predict into the future, and maybe it is just a year or two away. But also, if you get to a point where he's got 4 or 5 years where he hasn't been Fernando Tatis Jr., what the hell are you getting?
You're getting a player that is good but not great, and you're paying for a guy that's just good and not great.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you receiving in compensation for a player that's owed as much money as he's going to be owed?
Hey, I think if Fernando's contract wasn't, if you just take away the contract from Tatis and you said, hey, Fernando's on the open market, who wants him? I think that every single team that is a contender would call about Fernando.
But wait, if you took away the contract,
or even if you kept the contract and you're like, hey, Tatis is up for sale, who do you want? Who wants him?
Every team would call, you're saying?
I think every contending team.
But what about under your scenario, which is he has a 790 OPS again next year?
I still think teams look at Fernando and be like, how we can unlock him.
We can unlock him. Yeah. No, I would agree with that. Because you've seen his ceiling. I mean, we've seen an amazing top 3 MVP.
And maybe it takes Fernando to go somewhere else to get unlocked.
I don't need to hear that.
I don't want to see that or hear that or watch it.
Right, exactly. I don't need to see him for 8 straight years, for example, with the Yankees
at 45
MVP caliber.
Yeah,
because you're talking about his prime years. If that is what's to happen, he's unlocked somewhere else. Well, that's a problem.
By the way, Tatis in the New York media market. If you think
even say anything,
I know, but just his play,
persona,
not what he says,
persona.
his play, like what Craig Stammen alluded to earlier this week, that he takes nights off, he takes at bats off.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting relationship.
Like the poutiness that he's just, you could see it written all over his face. His mood swings, his awful at bats I think that in New York, if he didn't perform, it would eat him up. I really do.
He's already been eaten up by not performing in San Diego.
I know.
So yeah, I mean, that's a good point.
But hey, he would probably hit 40 home runs for you in New York.
Oh yeah, like I mean,
if Trent Grisham can hit 32 bombs for the Yankees this past season, Fernando Tatis Jr. should be able to hit 47 home runs.
Well, I understand advocating for the player. It would be like me coming on the radio in San Diego and be like, "Go trade for Aaron Judge." I mean, it's an easy thing to advocate for. I mean, Judge is better.
Go trade for Paul Skeens.
Yeah, it's like it's easy to say go trade for this player, but then you look at everything that surrounds him, and like there's no evidence to suggest that Fernando Tatis Jr. is being shopped. Like none, zero, zilch. Unless I miss something, where's the evidence to support that the Padres would even entertain trading Fernando Tatis Jr. this offseason?
Other than the fact that Kevin Acee had sources that didn't want to go on the record say that they vehemently would not trade him.
I'm going to find I thought Preller was asked about it in the side conversation the day of Craig Stammen.
He said, I think his words were, "That's interesting. That's news to me."
And that's all he said?
Yeah. He's like,
was that with Marty?
That was Marty.
Well, Kevin said that he's not being traded
because sources that didn't want to go on the record said it.
But sources from inside the organization, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is interesting because, like, if you're so hell bent on not trading for Fernando Tatis Jr., why wouldn't you just like go on the record? Why wouldn't AJ just be like, "Yeah, we're not trading him"?
And because AJ always leaves himself out, to your point. Like he doesn't say anything,
right?
One way or the other. Like literally doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm. And you can't be like Josh Stein, be like, "Yeah, I'm going on the record, AJ. Sorry."
Right. That's a good point.
You can't be a scout or you can't
That's
be,
a good point.
Whoever and be like, "Yeah, we're not trading him. Put me on the record."
Brent's got this is exactly what AJ Preller said. And is this the question from Marty? Let's hear the question from Marty Caswell. Here's the answer from AJ Preller.
A national report that you guys could be looking to trade Tatis. Is there anything you want to address on that?
I didn't see that, so that's kind of news to me. I think again, like our team, our core, we have a lot of belief in the group, and Fernando, as much as anybody, he's come off a season where he won the platinum glove. He played 160, close to 162. He's one of the most talented players in the game. I think you talk to Fernando, he'll be the first to tell you, like, yeah, I think there's another step or stage that I can get to that we're probably going to need if we're going to look to win championships here. And we've seen a lot here in San Diego, his ability to do that. So I think that's the exciting part, is kind of getting now, after the hiring of Craig, putting a staff together so we can start having those conversations with Toddy about, all right, what is that next step? If we're going to look up and you're having that MVP season that we all know he's capable of, what does he need to do it? And what does that look like here in San Diego? So again, we have a really good core. I think we're looking to fill out and fill out the roster around that core. And we have a team that we believe a lot in. Toddy's at the top of that list.
I mean, that doesn't scream.
He didn't say, but he also
Toddy at the top of the list for us to reach our goals.
Just for this offseason alone,
it would surprise me.
It would my jaw on the floor.
What would Padres fans say? Not that that's the end all be all.
It would be just another kick in the groin after. I mean, this offseason so far has been awful for this franchise. Should I run down what happened? Let's do it real quick.
Okay.
So you lose in 3 to Chicago, and you have another, deciding game where your offense stinks up the joint. You're awful. 2 weeks later, Mike Schilt quits.
Yep.
No contract extension yet for AJ Preller. Okay. Dodgers win the World Series again in one of the most dramatic ways you could possibly imagine.
Literally.
Probably one of the greatest game 7s you'll ever watch.
Right.
Then they hire Craig Stammen to be their next manager. What? Then the passing of beloved Randy Jones. Then, before that, the team and John Seiler announces they're trying to sell the team. What good has happened this offseason for the Padres?
Can't be. Jim's back page coming up next. All right, John and Jim, final time on this Friday afternoon.
Yes, it is.
Reacting to Michael K saying that Yankees should be interested in Fernando Tatis Jr.
Even though it's not going to happen this offseason.
Are we going to do the back page? We're going to do the back page, right?
We're going to do the back page,
Let's
John.
do the back page.
The first high-profile sealed Super Mario Bros. Game with a PSA label of 9.4 sold at a Heritage auction earlier tonight, or earlier this afternoon, for $175,000.
What is it?
It's
the first.
It's
what?
Super Mario Bros. For Nintendo, the very first game.
Yeah. Unopened?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Unopened. It's hard to get an exact comp due to the game grading complexity, but this likely would have garnered around $650,000 in 2021. So the video game market apparently is not high right now.
So how much does it sell for right now? I wasn't listening.
I know you weren't. 175,000. Who's winning that game?
Tied. Mississippi State, New Mexico. 3 minutes left.
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean? Mississippi State is taking a 2-point lead.
You're a psychopath. Still $175,000 for a sealed video game.
I'm taking that. I'm taking that and moving on in life.
Of course. McDonald's USA is releasing a new adult Grinch meal with dill pickle fries.
This is the big thing.
McDonald's USA has officially launched a brand new adult Grinch meal, and fans are already rushing to try its standout feature, the all-new dill pickle Grinch salt McShaker fries. The festive box is fully Grinch themed, featuring artwork inspired by Dr. Seuss's iconic character. And the meal comes with your choice of a Big Mac or 10-piece chicken McNuggets and a drink, the highly anticipated seasoned fries. The Grinch salt packet lets customers shake their fries in custom holiday bags for a fun twist on a classic McDonald's item. The limited time holiday release marks a major moment for U.S. McDonald's fans, as previous Grinch meals were only international.
Wow. So they've come stateside here.
They have come stateside, yeah.
Does that sound good to you?
Supplies are limited and availability may vary by location. So customers hoping to grab the Grinch meal before it disappears should head to their local McDonald's very soon.
Just race over there immediately.
Just spend the night.
What you're doing.
Just stay there.
Yeah.
Don't move.
It's exciting. Massive moment for McDonald's, right? In their history, this might be towards the top.
It probably is towards the top
of moments.
You're like, wow, Grinch meal's Grinch meal's making its way to the U.S. McDonald's stores for $35.99.
No, it's not much.
I'm just
yeah.
And finally, KFC revealed a Thanksgiving feast for just $25 with fried chicken instead of turkey and gravy and a gravy flight. KFC launched its extra crispy festive feast this past week, and it's $25. Here's what you get in the bundle. You get an 8-piece fried chicken order, 4 drums, 4 thighs, 2 large mashed potatoes, 4 biscuits, and 3 8-ounce sides of gravy, each of which is a different flavor. The gravy flight features fan favorite choices like the classic and white peppercorn options, along with the brand new Southwest cheddar gravy. Along with the fried chicken meal, KFC is launching a corresponding Cluck Turkey campaign on the turkey-centric holiday. The chain has billboards nationwide renouncing turkey and asking fans to opt for chicken instead.
It's creative, right?
Also, there's a Southern-inspired chain announcement that the personal pot pie is back on menus. The dish, which goes for $4.99, is packed with fried chicken and diced vegetables, all wrapped in a buttery, flaky crust. A buttery, flaky crust. Can you say that 3 times fast?
Buttery, flaky crust. Buttery, flaky crust. Buttery, flaky crust.
Okay, good job. If you know, you know. So there you go.
I don't know.
You ever seen that? Like, just if you go to YouTube and type in buttery, flaky crust, there's this like commercial that's being taped by these 2 old people.
Yeah.
And this guy cannot, for the life of him, say buttery, flaky crust.
Really?
He can't say it. He's like buttery, flaky flake.
So it'd be like, it's like your shoulder surgery?
Yeah. It's that bad.
Buttery, flaky crust.
Flaky crust.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, I guess.
Like flaky, buttery flake. They just, for some reason, they can't say it.
Okay. That all we got for the back
all right,
page?
that's going to do it for Jim.
Back page. That's right.
That's going to do it for Jim's back page.
That's going to do it. What a show, by the way. You might want to stick around and do one more segment because you skipped the segment earlier.
No, dude.
To make good. I feel like you need to do a make good.
I won't do it. No, I'm not good. I'm good.
You're good?
No. We'll see. Well, no. Do you want to do a make good?
No, I'm starving. The problem with working until
I am too after
6 p.m.
what happened.
You need some food. You need to be replenished.
I'm kind of hungry now.
All right. So reminder, tomorrow we have Aztec football at 7:30. Senior night, Snapdragon Stadium. Pregame coverage will begin at 5:30. And then Monday, all kinds of stuff. SDFC, Jam 95.7, San Diego State Hoops from Vegas, right here on 760 as well. Jim will be traveling.
I will be traveling.
If you missed anything today, sportssd.com, iHeartRadio app, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, or Spotify. If you're listening on a podcast platform, you can leave a review as well. Back on Monday, actually tomorrow, for San Diego State and San Jose State. Back tomorrow, 5:30 pregame, 7:30 kickoff for Brent and Jim. I'm John. Keep it here, San Diego Sports 760.
Okay. Peace out. Bye.